He's going around the outside, around the badger on the S's. Oh, this is ballsy, going around the Dunlop. The side by side. Oh my word, Austin's coming through. Clip it, you know what to do. Hit that goddamn clip button. That was a fantastic bit of driving. As we come down towards the Ascari bends, there's some traffic in front. I think it's a Red Bull. Oh, Sam's. Oh, what a crash! What a crap! What an impact! Wow, somebody clip that. That's all right. Watch that 50 Max take his teammate. Is he going to do a double overtake on Edgars? Oh my word! Is he going to get this one to stick? He does it. Somebody clip that. Double overtake from that 50 Max. He is on it tonight. Sam Tabner and Benji Brundle going side by side. Oh, contact, and Sam is. Oh, what an impact! What an impact! He is gone. Oh, so, oh my! What a move! What a move by Amsterdam. Somebody clip that. I mean, clip that. That is about as good as an overtake as you'll ever see. Is Benji going to try and switch back? Benji got great traction out of turn 3. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Oh, they're banging wheels! They're banging wheels! There's Benji's car. And Benji's going to do it. Oh, hello! Oh my word! Easy Tigers! Easy Tigers! Oh, Kush has been spun round! Big crash! Big crash! Somebody clip that. And he puts it in against the wall. Hey, there we go. I like that. I like that. There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, how you all doing? It's Big Kenny, Xbox, Berenkia Bab, the racing guru. Welcome to the channel tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some racing coming at you tonight. Formula One motor racing, courtesy of Total Impact Racing Division 2 Thoroughbreds, and we are at the Marina Bay Street Circuit. It is time to say your prayers. It's Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. One of the toughest tracks on the calendar. And joining me tonight in the comms booth to call the action is my Thursday night partner in crime, the one, the only, the indomitable Jimmy Rick. Good evening.
Good evening, Beer. Good evening, all. How are we doing?
We're doing fine, mate. We're doing fine. I just got a message from Sufyan. Let me just check this real quick. I'm going to be joining through quali if that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we are good to go. Let's go in spectate mode, mate. Let's do this. I hope you're all doing extremely well. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. It should be a very, very interesting race, actually. It is one of the hardest tracks on the calendar, as I mentioned. 31 laps of sheer torment and torture trying to keep these cars out of the wall. It's very, very hard. Why is my hat all skew with? Holy crap. There we go. I think it's just, oh my, I'm the world's worst dresser, Jimmy. I can't even dress myself anymore. I can't even put a baseball cap on properly. You know what I mean? It's that bad. What do I like?
You're wearing the hat. That's all that matters, really.
The hat. Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
The hat.
The guys are readying up, ladies and gents. We got a one late straggler who's coming in during qualifying, but then it's a full lobby. We've got a couple of reserve drivers in tonight. The Jackie Cole posse are away in Northampton. They're away for half term. So there's no Steve and there's no Jack Jr. It's just as well because they'd have probably found a way of getting me drunk anyway. Well, certainly Steve would have done. And we can't be having that now, can we, on stream? No, absolutely not. Right, so let's have a quick look at the chat. Welcome, Jason, how you doing? Dylan, welcome. Watto, nice to see you. Nathan, welcome, nice to see you. This is Win Watto, I have faith. Okay. Means to see how Watto can do. Right, let's go trackside and take a look at tonight's runners and riders. Alrighty. I'm looking a bit red tonight in the old cam gym, and to be honest with you, it's legit. I got really sunburnt at work today. So it is.
Did you take too long in between deliveries?
Yeah, yeah. I was just sitting in people's back garden drinking their Pims whilst they weren't watching. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a little bit red, and I'm gonna be sore in the morning. That's for sure. Let's give you a quick rundown of tonight's runners and riders. Then FRT Harvey. Spooky is back from Monza. He impressed so much at Monza. We thought we'd bring him back for more punishment. Sink Liam, Adam LB. Pat Tate is in as a reserve tonight. Be looking to take out his brother. Sorry, race against his brother. TES Leclerc, Kai Pollitt, Ant Stan, JD Apex, ERN Crowding, Brutal JMK, Watto, Cod. Fishy What's Fishy Fingers doing here? Jimmy, I swear to God, he's like a TIR slut. Every division's had him. Do you know what I mean? Holy shit.
He literally has Div 1, Div 2, Div 3, Div 4, Div 5, and Div 6.
No, he's not been in Div 6 yet. I'm not going to let him in there, mate. You know what I mean? Anyway, further moving down the list. TMS Matt 45, who of course wasn't well last week, so it's good to see Matt back. I hope you're feeling much, much better this week, dude. Massey, Gaz Burgess, TOR Pepsi, TIR Harry, TIR Jason, and of course we will have Sufyan joining during quali. Now, you might have seen ERN Crowding retire from Sesh. He is actually serving a quali ban, ladies and gentlemen. That is why he's retired from Sesh. That's the only reason why. But we do have a traffic on We do have traffic out on circuit at the moment. We've got TIR Jason, who's currently on an out lap. Jakey G, welcome, says, evening beer. Here to support TIR Jason tonight. Absolutely. I heard Jason's not been too well, so it's good to see him racing. Singapore is horrid, says Nath. I totally agree. It's so hard, mate. What do you think I was deliberately ill on Monday? Pat Tate has just resubbed for 9 months in the Kebab House crew. Pat Tate, thank you so much, my man. Really, really appreciate it. It's Freddie, thank you for the follow and welcome to the channel. Greetings, my man. Thank you for tuning in. Indeed, you're listening, watching Beer and Kebab here with the Total Impact Racing Division 2 Thoroughbred Posse. As I say, we are at the Marina Bay Street Circuit in Singapore. A very, very tricky circuit indeed. It's going to test out these skills tonight, these Division 2 drivers, Jimmy, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
I just
Long
see.
race this one.
Yeah, it is indeed. I just saw Jason weaving from side to side. I think he was trying to do an impression of me being drunk on Sunday, weaving from side to side. Thank God I wasn't driving. Jesus Christ, that would have been an absolute nightmare. But Jason, he's just coming around the last part of the track. He's going to start his flying lap, so I'll jump on board and we'll call this hot lap. Good evening, Freddie. Welcome. Right, here we go. On board of Jason as he makes his way down towards start-finish straight, and it's away through towards turn 1, heavy braking zone. We'll run it in third gear, in towards turn 2. He runs it in first, then quickly double shifts up for the gearbox to get the traction out the corner, making his way down towards turn 3, which of course it signifies the start of the Raffles Boulevard. This will be a DRS detection zone. There we are, flaps open at the back. Full beans all the way down here. Jason, of course, does run the pad with no assist, making his way down towards turn 4, 90-degree left-hander. Runs that in third gear. A lot of drivers on the wheel will run that in fourth. Through turn 5, very tricky hairpin, 110 degrees, second gear. Up towards turn 6, which is another 90-degree left-hander. Then a very, very tricky infield part of the circuit. We've got this tricky little left-hander, which you can take quite quickly, but then we've got a tough chicane. You can use the curb quite aggressively there and get away with it. You've got to avoid the bump in the middle of the road, and then the hairpin, which catches so many people out. Jason runs it in first gear. The hairpin then opens out onto the Esplanade over the bridge, making his way down towards the start of Sector 3, 90-degree right-hander, which has quite a wide exit. Then coming through to turns, I think it's turns 12 and 13, I can't even remember now. Right and left long combination. Short run up towards the tunnel. Again, the wall of doom there on the inside, but Jason takes that quite nicely, uses a lot of curb. And then through to the last part of the lap, again, using the curb quite aggressively, double left-hander to finish off the lap. Let's see what he does in his first run on the soft compound tyre. It is a 1:35.1. That's a pretty tidy lap there from Jason.
Pretty handy. Ooh. We like that for the first lap this evening.
Absolutely. A pretty solid lap. Spooky is on the lap as well, just coming up to the tunnel. Just checking Facebook real quick. Okay, yeah, close that down. Right, yeah, back on board with Spooky. 3 corners to go. We've got this. It's not really a chicane as such. It's just a short combination. You could call it a chicane, I suppose. Double left-hander to finish off the lap, and Spooky comes through the 1:35.8 on his first run. Brutal JMK is in the Mercedes. He's also in Sector 3. Let's see how he gets on. Thank you for the host, Pumpy, all the way from the good old US of A. Findiam's in the chat as well. Says, can I expect those 32 low 33s on mediums tonight then? Have you been smoking that finished crack pipe again, Finn? Jesus Christ, 32s on mediums around here. I'm gonna be calling you out though, Finn. I expect to see it tomorrow night. No exceptions. Here comes Brutal, 38.898 on his first run. Who have we got on track? We'll have a look at Massey. I'm joking, of course, Finn. I know you don't smoke crack. Or do you? I don't know. I've never asked you, actually. Perhaps it's a bit personal. 35.6 there from Massey, P2 initially. Okay, we've got some cars on outlaps at the moment. I think it is TMS Matt who is our current lead car on an outlap. I'm just joking, of course, Finn. But I do expect 32s tomorrow night on the mediums. Or your toast. Adam LB, how you doing, fella? Thanks for tuning in. A quick look at the chat. Jackie G says, me and Jason have been practicing on this track, and I tell you something, he has got the pace around Singapore. Well, I tell you what, that was a fine lead lap from Jason at 35.1. Very, very good lap indeed.
Lovely jubbly.
Absolutely. Davey J's in the chat from the good old US of A. Bit early for you, Davey. Are you still at work, Davey? But because Davey J's in the chat, it means I just have to say one thing. Oh, come on! Hey! That's for you, Davey. I hope you're doing well, brother. Batters! How you doing, my man? How you doing? I got... is that... was that Matt letting some cars through there? I think it was, actually. We got other cars, I think, about start laps. Watto's got past him, I think.
That's it, yeah, so wadding it.
Is it Watto? Is it Watto?
Yeah, and
okay.
has also been let by.
Okay, let's go, Watto. Thanks for the follow, J-Dog, and also for the host as well. Welcome, brother. Thank you so much for joining the channel, and indeed, then dropping a very generous host indeed. Thank you, and welcome. I hope you enjoyed tonight's content, dude. As watching Watto just coming through turn 3, making his round to the Raffles Boulevard. It's now full beans time. The DRS flaps are open. He's going to be hitting probably around about 200 mph before he has to get heavy on the brake zone for turn 4. Or maybe 195. Rolls it in third gear, makes his way up to turn 6, which is the right-hand hairpin. 110 degrees, very, very easy to stick it in the wall there, especially if someone hits you from behind, like Shrews did to me a couple of seasons ago and calls me a DNF. Not that I'm bitter, Shrews, you dirty bastard. Did I really say... I didn't mean that, Jimmy. I was only joking, really. Shrews, if you're watching, I was just joking. Actually, I'm not. Okay, Watto comes up to the hairpin, coming onto the S-bend lard, takes it in second gear. Quickly powers down, going up through the gears, getting that traction out of the corner. Of course, it is a DRS zone now. Sometimes, in some games it is, and some years it's not, isn't it? That bit over the bridge.
I don't think it should be. There's no opportunity for overtaking there.
Yeah, you've basically reliant on somebody making a mistake coming out of the hairpin, really. That's the only way you're going to get overtaken done there before the next braking zone. But Watto, just coming through, being... Oh, do you know what? He got away with that a little bit. I thought he was going to get invalidation there.
I thought there was an invalidation coming.
Yeah. But let's see what he can do, Watto, in his first run. It's a 1:36.1. We'll quickly jump on board to Anstan, who I think was the next car. Anstan's invalidated. So Matt went through the 35.4. Thank you. Then we've got the Alpha Toy. I think this could be the... Is that the Love Machine? No, it's not Gazza Burgess. He's on an outlap at the moment.
So TIR Harry is next guy.
It's Kai. No, it's Kai.
It's going to come over there.
It's Kai Potlet, brother.
Oh, is it? Oops.
Yeah, Kai, 35.2 goes P7. What about Harry? Harry goes, oh my goodness me, 35.2. He goes P2 with a stonking lap. Massey's just coming into the pits, so I think... Where's the fishy finger?
Fishy fingers?
Is it fishy fingers? I thought, do you know what? Even though he's 10,000 miles away in Singapore, I knew that was his guy because I could smell the overpowering aroma of rotting pilchards. So I knew it was him, Jimmy. It actually doesn't look that bad a lap. 36.8 from Cod, yeah, it's not too bad because he is stepping in tonight. He is you know, sitting in for a couple of guys, so, yeah, fair dues, fair dues. JD Apex is on a flyer. He is just coming through the tunnel. Because JD has been on form the last few races. He's scoring some big points in Division 2. He'll be hoping... Oh, yeah, I thought he was going to borrow too much to the curb there, and that is an invalidation. Right, so who have we got? In fact, you know what? I'm going to jump on board with the Love Machine. The Grinder, King himself, Lord and Master of all things Tinder. It's Gazza Burgess. Making his way through Sector 2. Is that Jackie Cole I see in the chat? It is!
Waddington has got himself in a bit of a mischief, just going through the sort of tunnel section under the stand.
Has he got a bit of damage there?
Possibly a little bit of damage.
Jackie Cole, it is indeed Jackie Cole in the chat. Says, good evening, lads. Go well tonight. Gutted we miss you tonight next week. Oh, we'll see you soon, dude. We'll see you soon, my man. Hope you and Jack and the family are having a really enjoyable week away from home. And thank you once again, mate, for last Sunday. Shame I can't remember it. That's all I can say.
Blacked out drunk in the gin pub.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Davey J's already put the what's the character again? Oh, it's Gazza Burgess goes P8 with a 35.7, pretty tidy lap. We'll go on board a TIR Pepsi. Captain
Adam
Underpants. Adam LB, is it? He's gone P2. Yeah, 135.1. He did actually set a good lap. Yeah, Captain Underpants. The Captain Underpants remote. For those of you who missed that, you ain't watching it again because I took it down. I watched it back and I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. Oh, man.
So you posted a video and you went, look at that fool.
Oh, man. Pat, I will, do you know what I will show? I don't know if I've even still got it, the little clip Pat Tate sent me. It wasn't good, mate. Well, everyone says it was funny, but I died of embarrassment when I watched it back, I must admit. So here comes Pepsi coming into the tunnel. Target times are 1:35.128. That's from TIR Jason, who, by the way, is coming back out on the new set of tyres. A new set of softs for Jace. And here comes Pepsi. Of course, Pepsi missed last week, so he'd been looking... Actually, he wasn't a championship hunt, so he's looking for a good result tonight. He goes P8 with a 35.733. Let's have a look at... where's FRT Harvey? Okay, let's look at... Where's Antstan? Okay, Harvey...
Anstan's just behind him, I believe. Yeah, okay. A couple corners back.
All right, we'll watch a bit of Harvey, and then we'll watch a bit of Antstan, I think. How you doing, Jakey Dog? Thank you again for the host. Gregor says it was brilliant. Oh, my goodness me.
Invalidated!
Oh, that gives us a chance to watch Antstan. Let's go and jump on board with Ant. Unlucky Harvey. Let's go on board with Ant. He's just coming into the slippery part of the track. Very, very tricky. It is so tricky, this. It's so easy to get it wrong. But that's... Oh, that's interesting. Now, he rolled the hairpin in third gear because he gets the traction out the corner. That was actually... That's an interesting tactic. I wonder if anyone's watching that thinking, that's the way to do it. You know what I mean?
I've got an idea for your poll tonight, assuming there is going to be one.
Yeah, we'll do a prediction, Jimmy. Yeah, absolutely. We'll wait to the end of Q1, mate, and then you can hit me with it.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Well, just watching Ant come through. 3 corners to go. Make that 2 corners to go. Back on the beans again. Coming around the final corner. It's just kind of a double left-hander. And this looks pretty tidy, actually, from Antstan. Using that curb well. So 135.448. That puts him in P5. That's a pretty tidy lap there from Antstan. We've got St. Liam on the lap. And Pat... Oh, here he comes. The other Stanley. Pat Tate himself. Where's Pat on track at the moment? Oh, he's just coming into towards the tunnel. He's actually in Steve's car tonight. Look after it. If you don't, oh my goodness me, he'll do you at Silverstone. Spooky, of course, standing in for Jack Jr. tonight. And here comes Pat Tate. Last corner to go. Again, this looks a pretty tidy lap actually from Pat, and he goes through the 135.201. Has he got Gandhi driving for him tonight or something? Jesus Christ.
Not go there, bit. Let's not. No, we don't go there. No.
I am looking very pink. It is genuine. I'm really sunburnt, guys. I mean, like, ow! Oh, I've just burnt my fingers. You know what I mean? Right, here comes St. Liam. This also looks. It could be the quickest lap here from St. Liam. Yeah, 34.8. A very, very good lap indeed. He goes P1 there in Q1. Jedi Apex on the lap at the moment. He is the lead car. Then we have TS Leclerc.
Jason was going quicker and he invalidated.
Oh, that's unlucky for Jace. I will catch up with the chat in a little while, ladies and gentlemen. Just hold your horses. Hold your horses, you know what I'm saying? As JD... Mike, I tell you what, I've just seen that Ferris wheel, right? You know when you're coming towards the tunnel, you can see that big... That looks absolutely enormous.
It's pretty large, yeah.
That is scary, man. Imagine getting drunk and vomiting off the top of that. My God, you'd kill people underneath with the tsunami of vomit, wouldn't you? You would. I'm telling you. JD goes fastest by 3/10. Oh, he's definitely got Gandhi driving for him. What a lap that was. 34.4 from JD Apex.
Here comes Leclerc, he's not stupid.
35.730 puts him into P12 even. Watto is on a flyer as well. He's just coming up to the top of the boulevard, the Raffles Boulevard. It's got some traffic in the way. It's Car Pollitt just getting out of the way. Comes in towards turn 5, I think it is. Harry's retired from session. He thinks that 35.2 is enough. That's a brave call, actually, Jimmy, because the cut-off at the moment is a 35.8. So, I
would have to agree with him. You know, I'll keep my fingers crossed for him. Foreman
says, Beer, give us a wave. Hey! And I'm not drunk either, I'm sober tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Look, hey, I'll tell you what, I've got to show you something really cool, actually, in a minute. Just watch the end of the lap from Watto. So at the moment, we've got Watto, Cod, Harvey and Craddock in the drop zone. Sufyan is joining us during quali. Oh, Watto's invalidated. Okay, let's go and find someone on the flyer. Spooky and TMS Matt are on flights. I don't know if you can see us on camera, right? How cool is this? Space Invaders mug. Yeah! How cool is that? Way back from 1978, when Shaggy was only 304 years old. Absolutely. It's one of those like heat mugs, you know. It's like a plain blue mug, and when you put hot water and a cup of tea in there, it brings out the logo. Look at that, Space Invaders. That looks so cool. I love that.
How much did you pay for that?
I didn't. It was bought for me as a Father's Day gift.
Hey.
I've got a few of those actually, but I mean, oh man. Well, Sufjan is in and he's retired from SES straight away, so that's all good. So don't worry, I will catch up with the chat in a sec, ladies and gents. Just on board with...
TMS Matt's in front of Spooky. He's on
Is he?
from attack as well. Yeah.
Is he? Oh, right, let's have a look at... oh, he's 4/10 up as well. You see, this is a good lap. This could be into the 34s here from TMS Matt. Let's see how he gets on, coming up towards a tunnel. Well, it's not a tunnel, it's just a bridge, isn't it? But I'd like to call it... It is a tunnel.
It looks like
a tunnel. Yeah, if it looks like a tunnel, if it feels like a tunnel, it's a goddamn tunnel. And if anyone disagrees with me, I'll fight you. Right, here comes...
if you can't fly a helicopter in from above...
Hey, I'll have a go. I'll get my chopper out tonight and I'll have a go, mate. I'll have a go and see if I can, you know, do it.
Spooky? Across the line?
Oh, I miss Spooky. He went P4 with 34.9. TMS Matt with 34.9 also. Slightly quicker, they went P3. On board of Harvey now is coming up to the hairpin of doom out onto the S-Bend Lard. Currently in the drop zone. He hasn't set a time yet. Where are you from? From my mum's snatch.
Pardon? I heard it the other day, or I saw it the other day. Lol.
Oh, Harvey's invalidated. Now, this is crucial. I think Harvey's out of queue. He's out of qualifying, mate. COD's definitely out, so I think, unless... There is the timing glitch, but I think Harvey's done.
Yeah. And
that's it.
He's got the fuel warning light, so he won't have enough fuel to get round.
And Waddo, in a surprise, is out of qualifying as well. Now, that is a surprise to see Waddo out of Q1. I'm going to catch up the chat now. But seriously, Beer, where do you come from? Says Gregors. Told you. If you can lip read, you got the answer. Quibalda, welcome. Are you doing, Quibalda? Sorry there's no track chart tonight, mate. I got so tied up with work today. First day back at work and all that, with a million parcels to go and deliver to very ungrateful people. So I didn't get home in time to sort out track trials. But I will message you on Discord because I do have a proposal for you, Quibalda. But welcome.
Brutal JMK's done enough to get through.
Yeah, he's happy. We'll run down the runners and riders. Gregor's UK says the poll tonight should drunken beer become a regular character? It's a bit like Angry Dad, isn't it, for The Simpsons? You know what I mean? Goodbye. That's a possibility. Good evening, Oakley. How you doing, fella? Shame you're not racing tonight. I know aren't you away for half term or something? I believe. Anyways, let's give you a quick rundown of Q1. JD Apex fastest then, 34.4. Anstan 34.7. St. Liam 34.8. Matt 34.9. Spooky 34.967. So they're the drivers who are sub 1 minute 35. Kai Pollitt and safety through Jason. Adam LB. Pat Tate. Harry. Gazza Burgess. Brutal JMK. Massey, Leclerc and Pepsi all safely through to Q2. Dropping out of Q1, Waddo, Cod, Harvey, crowning of course 7 the quali ban, and Sufjan, who is starting from the back tonight. So that is where we're at the end of Q1, ladies and gentlemen. It's huge, says Jackie Cole. I've been lucky enough to go to Singapore and watch the F1. What are you referring to? What's huge? Oh, the Ferris wheel. I wonder where you're going to go with that one there, Jackie, for a minute. The Ferris wheel. Fair enough. Yeah. Check, how you doing? Welcome from SLR. Check 68. When are we gonna have a game of cricket, Check? I want to kick your ass.
The boulders holding the batsman's willy.
Matt's left the session. Yeah, that's a classic. Matt's left the session. Can you send TMS Matt an invite, please? I'm really hoping it's not just about to kick me, actually. Stevie, welcome. Says hello. All glad to see you back, beer. Have I been somewhere? Have I? I don't know. Anyways, thank you, Steve. Foreman's got the Captain Underpants emote as well. Oh, I'm just not going to live that one down, am I? Oh my goodness me. Oakley in the chat says Sufjan keeping at the trend of putting the Renault on the back row. Maybe I should just do as he does and not turn up for quali. Well, I've seen you at quali Oakley, and it could be argued none of us think you turn up. Just get in. Just get in.
Admiral B and Car Paulette.
Okay. We'll take a look at Adam a bit. Oh, let's get some telemetry up. It's going to be mediums, isn't it? He's out in soft, but I was going to say most guys will be running. They'll probably do the hot laps on the mediums, wouldn't they, in Q2? I would have thought.
Yeah.
I would have thought
The strategy is rubber the track in some more using the scrub softs you used in Q1.
Yeah,
then,
burn them up a little bit. Yeah, absolutely.
Then turn it all up for the hot one with seconds to go.
What I says, the guy in P16 was a bit shit, yeah. I mean, that's what I like about you, Wally. You're nice and self-depreciating. I mean, we all know you're shit, but it's nice that you could admit you're shit too. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like that. I admire that. I respect that. I'm just kidding.
I think you're excellent. So.
Hey! Oh, that's it. Kai, you might as well retire from the session right now. Forrester is in the chat, and Forrester has said Kai to crash out lap 9. Whenever Forrester doesn't turn up, you do well. When Forrester turns up, you die. Oh, Kai, what are you going to do? Kai's under the cosh now. Now that Forrester's turned up. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, Adam LB is about to start a flyer. I'll do this lap, actually, on the broadcast cam, rather than... because we were on POV for pretty much the entire Q1. So, let's have a look and see how Adam LB gets on. I forgot to put the points up. I'll put them up at the end of the qualifying sesh. Quick question, Jimmy. What's the prediction going to be, dude?
The poll.
The prediction poll. Yeah. What's it going to be, fella? What's it going to be?
I want to know who the fastest Stanley around is.
Yeah, but that's not an answer. You can't really answer that.
Well, you can. It's one or the other.
Well, no. I mean, there's 4 Stanleys, right? And asking him like who's the fastest Stanley. I mean, I'm trying to think how I want to word this without causing offence. I can't word it without causing offence. Really, asking who the fastest Stanley is a bit like, I think I've said it before. It's like having Adolf Hitler, Pol Pot, Mao Zedong, and Genghis Khan all in a room and saying which one did the most for humanitarian rights in their lifetimes. Do you know what I'm saying? You know?
Fair enough.
It's a tough one.
None of them.
if you ask any of them, they say me. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, well, Anstan's in the highest division. It's hard to argue against that. You know, Pat Tate is reserving tonight. Jason says in the chat, he says they are all shit. Oh, Jason! Wow. 30. That's harsh, brother. Good lord. I don't know quite how to answer to that. Right, give me a car, Jimmy. Give me a car, brother.
So is it gonna be? It's gonna be the McLaren.
No, it's not. It's Kai Pollitt. It's Kai Pollitt, brother.
I keep missing him.
It
is Kai Pollitt.
It's that kind of nondescript shade of dark blue that just looks so boring, doesn't it? So that's why it's sort of easy to miss, really. I mean, not that Kai's boring, of course. You know, he's a top guy.
Which of the stands will DNF tonight?
Oh, do you know what? That's it. Oakley's got it. I'm gonna go with that one. Actually, no, you can't do that just in case it doesn't happen. But I can adapt it to make it happen. 35.2 from Kai Pollitt on the mediums. That is a top lap on the mediums. Speakers on the out lap at the moment. Pat Tate, funnily enough, is on a lap, but I think there might be cows ahead of him.
Brutal's on the mediums.
Brutal's just coming through. Just come through the tunnel. Oh, he's hit the wall. He's took an end plate off, and that's
TMS
kind
Matt
of
then behind.
Yeah, that's kind of knackered his lap completely, hasn't it? Let's look at TMS Matt. That's just a scrub set he's burned up there, so that's not going to be an indicative lap as such. I think Pat's doing the same as well. Yeah, Pat's coming into the pits, actually, so they are just putting the rubber down. Zach44, how you doing? Actually, Jakey G says... the thing is, Jakey G, when I call you out for making a mistake, you always delete your post. I've noticed that. Don't be embarrassed. You know what I mean? It's a bit harsh on the Stanleys, isn't it? Really. It's a bit like
which one will finish higher then?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I was thinking actually. I mean, because which one DNF is too harsh? How about on which lap the Stanley's DNF? Lap 1, lap 2. Sorry. Yeah, which is yeah. I've got it. First of all, I've got to try and work out who's on the lap. I think it's Massey, so we'll go with Massey. I'm going to do a prediction, ladies and gents. I've just got to, oh wow, that's too many letters. Right, call this lap, Jimmy. Call this lap from Massey, because I'm doing a prediction at the moment, dude.
Okay, so he's just coming up to the, well, what I call the tunnel section. So, gear, drop it down again, use as much of the curb as you can, try not to invalidate, run it out wide onto the wall. The double left-hander in a 1:36.1.
Thank you very much indeed, dude.
And then we got Gaza Burgess, who's the next car on our hot lap. He's just by Singapore Sling sort of area.
Okie dokie. Jake says, the reason why I do it, I delete his comments, is because you don't want to sound like an idiot. Hey, mate, listen, I stream 3 or 4 nights a week, and I sound and I look like an idiot, so don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine, Jake, honestly. Honestly, it's perfectly fine. Right, this is tonight's prediction. So you can gamble away. Oh, Gaz is backed out. Gaz is backed out of his lap. Antstan, his teammate, is on a flyer. Talking of Antstan, this is tonight's prediction, ladies and gents. It's going to run for half an hour. Okay, and there we go. Take a look at that. You can gamble your channel points, chance to win some channel points to redeem against emotes, emojis, and various bits and pieces on the channel. As Anstan's just making his way up towards the Espenlaard hairpin, which he actually successfully traverses. He's on the power DRS open, making his way down towards... I can't remember what turn number it is now. I really can't. I should know, really. The right-hander. Don't forget, there's also some social media links there as well, guys, in the chat. Anyone needs to chat, anyone needs to the channel, come and take a look there. It's got the social media links. It will tell you all about us and myself, the Racing Guru. Anstan's about to come around the final corner. This, again, it's not a particularly... I don't know if he's just backed out on this, but he's going to go again. He might well be going again, actually.
Possibly.
Let's find a car on the lap. Jason's on a flight at the moment. We've got Apex. I think it's Leclerc.
Yeah.
I think.
It is, yeah, and then Jason's behind him.
Okay, thank you. Leclerc, they're using a lot of that curb there as he's coming in towards the tunnel. So you can be quite aggressive on the curbs around Singapore. In the old game, you couldn't. It used to penalise you for the slightest touch of the curb, seemingly, but it seems to be a lot easier in this game. Can't talk about a new game, of course. Here comes Leclerc coming around again. It's a scrub run. It's very cagey at the moment in qualifying, dude. Very cagey in Q2. But Jason's about to put his marker down now on the mediums. 35.2 P1. There you go.
It's a tricky circuit, you know, it's a classic street circuit. You know, you want to use all of the track, carry all of the speed, but, you know, if you invalidate, then it's all over.
Adam LB, his team goes fast, but then Apex immediately goes quicker with a 135.059, 135.050. Wow. Okay, Gaz Burgess goes through the 36.4 in his first legit run. Let's have a look at Pat Tate. So tonight's question is, nice and simple, guys. Out of the Stanleys, which one's going to finish numero uno tonight? Will it be Pat Tate, TIR, Adam? Or will it be the Division 2 Thoroughbred, legit Division 2 Thoroughbred, TIR and 91. That is tonight's prediction. Go and gamble. At the moment, we've got 33,000 channel points redeemed against Pat Tate, 14,000 so far against Anne Stan. Good evening, Boandon. Boandon, how you doing? Here comes Pat Tate. 36-0, puts him in P9. Okay. Now goes P10, as I think. Was that Massey just going through? I'm not sure that was going through there.
Massey's going very slowly.
No, it wasn't Massey. It was an Alfa Romeo. It was Sink Liam.
Only begun an
No, it wasn't Sink Liam. I don't know who that was. Someone went quicker, though.
Adam?
No, he's just completed the lap, dude. I'm not sure if he's going again. Let's have a look. He is going again. Right, so let's stay at Pat Tate. It's 2 tenths up as well from this previous lap time. He is the guy on the cusp at the moment. Top 10, of course, go through the Q3, ladies and gentlemen. And they start the race on the set of tyres. They set their fastest lap on in Q2. Bottom 5, drop out, put the feet up, have a cup of tea, and can start on any compound they so wish. Oakley's put 3k on Pat Tate. Nathan's put 4k on Ant. Okay.
Unless I'm very much mistaken.
Oh, that's a Murray.
Jason.
That was a Murrayism. Oh. Sorry. That was a Murrayism for you there. Unless I'm mistaken. I am mistaken. It's Verstappen. He's hit the barrier. Oh, great stuff. Yeah, anyways.
Jason, what are you doing, mate? He's missed the pits and he's shot a corner and yeah, I don't really know what's going on there.
Oh, dear. We're currently on board, though, with Pat Tate at the moment. Actually, let me see if I can find that a minute. I'm going to try and find something on stream a minute. This will raise a giggle out of the...
Good time there from Adam.
Good lap there. He does improve. 35.743, tidy lap. We've got a few cars on out laps. I think... Hey, do you know what? I'm thinking about changing the intro. I'm thinking about any of you knows cartoons. I'm thinking about changing the intro. Actually, instead we're gonna have this.
So George and Harold make comic books. We're cool. Me too. But they had a mean old principal who told them what to blah 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 blah. So they got a hypno ring and first they made him dance, then accidentally, kind on purpose, turned him into Captain Underpants. He's the captain,
That's me.
the brightest man. And don't forget when he gets wet, you're back where you began. Put it all together, what could possibly
Oh, and Stan's retired.
This is the end of the Captain Underpants song by George Beard and Harold Hutchins.
Let's be happy.
There you go. Bit of Captain Underpants for you guys there. I knew I had it somewhere. Right, Brutal GMK is 35.7. And Stan retired. He's happy with this time, 35.5. He thinks that's going to be enough to get him through. Jason's retired as well, 35.2. He thinks that's going to be enough as well. We've got a whole gaggle of cars. Brutal's retired. Okay, now that's risky. That is a risky call. Who's my lead car? Jimmy Rick, I think.
Spooky's on an out lap. I don't know if Adam was going for another hot lap.
I'm looking at the split. No, he's not. He's back right out. I think it's an AlphaTauri not Kai Pollitt. It's Pepsi. I think it's going to be the lead car.
So Spooky's just started a hot lap. Everyone else is on out laps.
Gaza says he always struggles on mediums. Is that your chat? Is that your main chat line on Grindr? Just curious. Anyways. Oh, it's looking... Hey, Jimmy, it's looking tight in prediction. 34 versus 35, mate, in the prediction. Ooh, interesting.
The house is divided.
Very, very interesting indeed. Yeah, we're not sure quite what to make of that, really. Who's going to be the fastest Stanley tonight? But what I do know is that TIR Pepsi is just making his way up the Raffles Boulevard. I am looking... I'm going to have to turn the colour down. I do... Yeah, it is fitted, dude. It is fitted, Pat. Calm down, Pat. Calm down. I'm going to have to sort my camera out a little bit because I know I'm sunburnt, but that is looking... That is looking Chernobyl sunburn. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to take a bit.
I had a bit of salmon this morning that was less pink than you.
Oh mate, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. Oh, no, now I look like I'm dead. I've gone grey.
little bit of pink.
now look like a sort of considerably underdone steak at the moment as we're on board a Pepsi. Just making his way down towards the tunnel on the Jackie Cole sponsored Ferris wheel there. 3,000 foot tall, ladies and gentlemen. It's huge. Let's see how Pepsi gets on. Target time is a 35.7 to get him through. Harry is done. So it's all now whether or not Pepsi can get through. It's going to be close actually. This. Oh, he's on the cusp. He is just.
TMS.
Oh, Matt's had a moment.
Yeah.
And that might allow Massey to go through, but Massey was down. But he only needs to find a 10th in the final sector. This is going to be close. Oh, he's done it. He's gone P10. He's put Pepsi out. It's all down to Leclerc, the second Ferrari. Has Leclerc done enough? Yeah, he goes P6. There we go. I'll tell you what, it was close. It was close there. Brutal JMK got through by the skin of his chinny chin chin. You know what I mean? He only just got through the Q3. And that's dropped Massey out of qualifying. Thanks for the follow, CRL F1 League. Hey, thanks for the follow, guys. I think that's the official Twitch channel of CRL. Thank you, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is BK the Xbox Beer and Kebab, the racing guru. This is Total Impact Racing. Alrighty. We are done in Q2. Let's give you a quick rundown then of the runners and riders. Of course, these guys will all be starting the race on their scrub set of mediums. Apex fastest 35 flat. Adam LB just wow, what's that? A hundredth behind him. Not even quite a hundredth. Jason then it goes to in P3. Kai Pollitt, Spooky, Leclerc, Liam, Anstan, Adam LB, and Brutal JMK all safely through. Dropping out, Massey, Pepsi, Harry, Gaz Burgess, and Matt. I tell you what, Jimmy, considering how such a long lap that it is, first to 13th separated by less than a second, that's pretty damn competitive, as it always is in this division, dude.
Always close. It's the only reason I'm still awake on a Thursday evening is for this.
That's the reason why you're staying awake, is it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Alrighty. I'll tell you what we're going to do, guys. Before we start Q3, let's get some qualified. Let's get some league tables up and running for you guys. Let's head to the kebab pad and let's have a look at some league tables. Okay, so let's quote league tables for Division 2. ERN Crowding is championship leader on 117 points. JD Apex on 100. Steve, who's away this weekend, sunning it somewhere down south on 87. Leclerc 82. Pepsi on 82. Kai Pollitt there 76. Jason 72. Harry 68. Harvey 66. And St. Liam on 62 rounds up the top 10 in the Division 2 Championship, as you can see. So Crowding's got his work to do tonight. JD Apex is going to be coming for him because we've seen that JD's got some really good pace tonight. And with Crowding serving that qualifying ban, he has got his work cut out. It's going to be almost, you feel, a damage limitation exercise for Crowding tonight to see how many positions he can gain. Just needs to take his time. Singapore is one of those tracks where patience is a virtue, for sure. Okay, let's take the kebab pad off and let's go back trackside. Let's get some telemetry up and running at you guys at home. It will be soft compound tyres. They should all have, I think they'll have pretty much 2 brand new sets for Q2, Q3 even. Okay, let's have a quick look at the... Yeah, go on.
I agree with what Foreman says in the chat. He says that bit where you say your B&K beer and kebab, it now needs to be changed CP. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Captain Underpants.
You ever read my chat again out loud without my permission, I'll cut your Jacobs off. I'm just kidding. I fancy doing a brick top. I fancy doing a brick top. You're very thin ice, my pedigree chum, and I should be under that ice when it breaks. Nah. Go and make us a cup of tea.
It can get you in a lot of trouble thinking I should do something.
Yeah, it's quality.
Here comes Liam.
Okay, Spooky is on that lap, but I think St. Liam's about to start his flyer, as Jimmy's just mentioned. Pat Tate says, you've called me Adam LB a few times now. Okay, let's just call him Deck instead. Stevie, how you doing, fella? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Steve says I'm back on another device. He's on Betty Cole's account. I picked up a tan yesterday down at Wilton Mill. Currently look like a passenger on Hammerstead. Are you still down? Where's Wilton Mill? Is that still Northampton way, is it, dude? Because I know you were moving around, weren't you, this week? Oh, weather update, weather update. Rain at the end of the race, dude.
Oh.
It's Division... what race was it? Division 3 all over again, dude.
Oh, did they get a spot of rain?
Oh, God, did they ever.
Oh.
Put it this way, the last time... I know it's an old joke, but the last time this track had seen so much water on it, mate, was the Asian tsunami in 2004, you know what I mean? It was fucking drenched. You know what I mean?
Too soon, mate.
Hey, 17 years, that's long enough, don't you think? I mean, anyway, St. Liam is on a flight at the moment. Let's watch St. Liam currently in Q3. Here we go. Can I have a link to this league? What link would you want? Because there's going to be there's lots of social media links that come up during the feed that I've put up. Massey in the chat says, is it Russia next week? I do believe it is. Here comes St. Liam on his first run. This is the going to be the banker lap. It's a 1:34.565. So that's a pretty tidy lap. We've got Antstand. I just missed the Antstand lap. 34.8. JD is about to start a lap. Is that Spooky or is that Pat Tate? It's
Spooky's
Spooky.
invalidated, as has Kai Pollitt.
Okay.
It's Leclerc
It's
next.
Leclerc. All right, let's jump on board Leclerc. Let's jump on board close up. Do you know what, mate? I haven't brought out my racing car. Yeah, have I? I need
Your
to do
racing
it.
car was it made in Joburg?
35-0. That's very racist, mate.
You said it like a South African.
Did I? Here comes Adam LB. This is quick. This is a 34. 34-1 from Adam LB. That is a monster lap. Here comes. What about Pat Tate? What can Pat Tate do on his first run? It's a 34.937. That's a pretty good lap. What about Jason? Jason's invalidated. Brutal JMK is also invalidated. JD is on a lap now. He is going to be flying around here. I'm going to get in my car. If I got it right, yeah, there we go. Hey, I'm in my racing car, mate. I got my wheel. I'm looking good. Yeah. No, shut up, Brandon. I'm enjoying this. Round the right-hander. Ooh, I felt a bit of crick in my neck there from the G-forces. Round the left-hander. Oh, sling it into the right. Oh, my goodness me. I almost fell out the cockpit there. As coming up towards the tunnel, there's the Ferris wheel in the background. It's now 1,500 feet they've built on it. It's all looking good from JD Apex. Now, target time for JD Apex is a 34.139. Can he nail provisional P1? This is looking a mighty lap. This could be a 33 from JD. It's going to be close. Oh, it's a 34.234. That puts him in P2, ladies and gentlemen. Great lap. And now we've got Spooky and Kai Pollitt on outlaps at the moment. Where's Kai in relation? I think Kai's just slightly in front of him, actually. Yep, there he is. Is Jason going again out of interest?
He is, yeah. This is his second one.
Let's jump on board of Jace. Of course, Jace is on the pad, as I mentioned, ladies and gents. So it takes some effort. He's just... Commentator's curse of doom. Jesus. Okay, back to Kai Pollitt. He does have some traffic in front of him. That is that Spooky that's overtaken him? It is. Spooky has overtaken him. Foreman says, it's going to get a bit moist. Is it? Oh yeah, of course it's going to rain. I was wondering where you're going with that, Foreman, I have to say. But yes, we got a bit of dampness coming towards the end of the race. And Brandon is hoping for rain tomorrow. Okay. And yes, it is Sochi next week. Don't forget, we've still got a few minutes to vote on the prediction tonight. Which Stanley's going to come on top tonight? Is it going to be Pat Tate? Is it going to be TIR Ant 91? At the moment, Pat Tate is the overwhelming favourite with 75,000 channel points so far laid down. 34,000 to Ant. Come on, Ant, come on. Ant Stan's going to do it. He is the regular Division 2 driver, ladies and gents. Come on now. Let's see some love in the prediction, please, for Ant Stan. Huh? Come on. Boandon says, my name is not Boandon. What is it then?
Spooky invalidated.
And Kai Pollitt as well. So there we go. Brutal JMK is on an outlap at the moment. Pat Tate says, not even the pube splits me and Ant. Oh dear, oh dear. Why do I read out these comments? That's just so rude. Pat, wash your mouth out with soap.
The thing is, he's not even wrong. just over a tenth between them. That
It is close, isn't it? It is.
That length.
In fact, it's not even a tenth, is it? It's like 8/100ths of a second. It is really, really close between those two. Yeah, there's Brand there, back-to-back Division 1 champ. You got your work cut out of this season because Finn is back, and he came back last week, of course, Monza, and damn dim dominated it, and he could still win this championship with 6 races to go. With the point system that we have, Finn de Jong could still climb up for the field and take that Div 1 title. He is the guy to watch, and of course, Bingley, Sykes Zaney, and yourself, Bran. What about Oscu? Never can count Oscu out. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how it goes. And Foreman would potentially quote the day, says, "You sure he didn't mean back-to-back bell end?" Okay. Hey, I'm just saying what he said there, Bran. Yeah, don't shoot the messenger. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, thanks for all tuning in tonight. Really appreciate it, as always. I hope you're enjoying tonight's show. Hope we're not too over the top for you. If you don't like it, tough, because it's what I do. But no, thanks for tuning in, guys. It should be a cracking race tonight. So we have got a bit of weather to spice things up a little bit later on tonight, by all accounts, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, if you watched the Division 3 race last Tuesday, you'd see what a difference that rain made as well. Everyone had to start seriously thinking about their strats and make very late pit stops and whatnot. It was a really, really good race. Really enjoyed it. Okay, here goes Brutal then. This looks a pretty good lap. High 34s. Yeah, 34.998 from Brutal. Puts him in P6. Anstan is out and about on track at the moment. He is just starting to fly, making his way up towards, I think that's turn 3, the Raffles Boulevard DRS zone. My Discord's going a bit crazy. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm going to turn it off in a minute. It's been pinging away. Anstan 2/10 up in Sector 1, so he is on course if he continues that for a pretty respectable time. Could be front row time here. So I'm having a quick slip of my Space Invaders tea. Very nice. Actually, to be fair, it's gone a bit cold. I must admit, I've been watching quite a few of the cars come through the hairpin at the start of the S-Pen Lard, and Anstan's without doubt the smoothest through there. He's looking, yeah, he seems to have got that nailed in quali. And this does look a pretty good lap, actually. Currently in Sector 3, he was up on the split as well, so it's going to be very interesting to see. This could be a low to mid 34. This could even be challenging front row here if he can just see it out in the final sector. He's invalidated commentator's curse, notwithstanding. Yeah, I
am mistaken.
He's hit the barrier. It's a Minardi. You know, Brutal JMK comes in the pits. Jason's on a flyer. And Jason is motoring as well now. Again, this looks pretty quick. This is possibly one of 2 laps. He is fueled up for 2. This is a 30. Yeah, he's going to have to go against P4, 34.775. Still a respectable time, but I think he knows he's got more in him. We have got, I think, is that Pat Tate about to start a flight? No, it's Spooky.
Sink Liam's just in front of him.
Oh, cheers, dude. Yeah, I'll jump on board Sink Liam then first. Then we'll go back to Spooky. Sink Liam currently
Spooky's
in.
Invalidated.
What was that? Sorry.
Spooky's invalidated, so I don't know if he's gonna have enough.
Do you know what? It really sounded like someone just grabbed you by the gonads and twisted really hard. All I could hear is Spooky's invalidated. That's all I could hear. Okay, well that's Spooky done and dusted then. He will start no higher than P9. And we'll see what St. Liam can do. Of course, obviously he runs no ABS there. You can tell by the wheel lock-ups. He's really thrown that car in at the moment. Aggressively using the curbs on the chicane, coming up to the hairpin, S-Pen Lard hairpin. And he takes it in 3rd gear. And it's looking pretty smooth. We'll have a look at, we'll catch the split time. He is down though. He's down at the Sector 2 split by 1/10.5. So can he make that time up in the final sector? He's currently sat in P3. He's going to have to. He's going to have the sector 3 of his life if he's going to get onto the front row. But it is possible. Let's see how he gets on. Comes around. 3 corners to go. 2 corners to go. Oh, he's just clouted the wall there. I don't think he got any damage. He comes around. This. Oh, he has picked up some time, you know. Yeah, 34.499. He did pick up a lot of time in that final sector. Kai Pollitt is on a lap at the moment as well. Now, Kai has not set a time. What can he do? It's a 34.4. Kai goes P3. Very, very good lap. Apex goes provisional pole with a 33.882. Here comes Pat Tate. What's Pat Tate got in? Goes through P7. We got Leclerc on the flyer. We got Leclerc, he was well up in his first sector. Leclerc goes P3. It is all down to Adam LB. He's coming around the final corner now. He was slightly up in his sector 2 split. Can he get a pole position? Oh, he's just outside by 6/100ths of a second. JD Apex takes pole position, ladies and gentlemen, for the Singapore Grand Prix. Woof! Man, what an end to qualifying that was. Adam LB almost pulled it out the bag there in that final sector. Found a lot of time there in that final sector, but he's just outside by 6/100ths of a second. Let's give you confirmation. There we have it. JD Apex, it will start with the pole position. Adam LB will join him on the front row. Both those cars sub 1 minute 34. Leclerc and Kai Pollitt on row 2 in the Ferrari and the AlphaTauri. Sink Liam and Jason on row 3 on the Alfa Romeo and Williams respectively. Anstan and Pat Tate. Oh, hello. They're going to be side by side, Jimmy, into turn 1. That's going to be interesting. And they're only separated by 3/100ths of a second as well. And then we've got Brutal and Spooky. Spooky, unfortunately, invalidated, didn't get a chance to set a lap time. So there we have it, ladies and gents. Q3 is done and dusted. Good evening, Joshy. Don't forget the predictions still there for who's going to be the top standing tonight, Pat Tate or Ant Stan. And also, what's your predictions for the race, ladies and gents? Who's going to be the race winner tonight? We're going to take a break. It is now 21:57, so if we say ready up, 22:02, I'm going to go for a short break. I've actually make it 21:03 because I need to go for a pee. I'm a poet as well. Okay, let me just put that up in the chat real quick. Right, so we're going to ready up in about just over 5 minutes time. I'll put the league tables back up, guys. I'm just going to go back to the kebab pad again. There we go. League tables up there for you. Ronner, my goodness me. Thank you for the follow, brother. That's a big name in the world of F1. FR8, Ronner, welcome. Thank you for the follow, dude. And we're about to get underway here with Total Impact Racing Division 2. It's the Singapore Grand Prix. Jimmy, I'm going to take a quick break. So there's your league tables up on the screen for you guys. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to leave Jimmy to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. Jimmy?
Yours.
It's all yours. I'll be right back.
I can't even remember what the next F1 race is in real life. It obviously was Monaco last time. It's Azerbaijan, isn't it? This weekend. How could I forget? So, who here believes that Red Bull are going to take the fight to them with that enormous straight? Tumbleweed incoming. Right, it's a troll. Well, if you think you can do a better job, mate, you're more than welcome to take my place.
You still there, Jimmy? You gone quiet, dude.
I have, yeah. I was trying to generate some conversation by asking who we thought was going to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix at the weekend, and I got a very impolite comment from a certain somebody, so I'd appreciate that.
Let's have a little look. I'm looking for a comment. I can't see anything, dude. Let's have a little look. Tumbleweed incoming foreman. That is so rude. Wash your mouth out with soap. Cheer at least 10,000 bits to Jimmy and start up a GoFundMe page. I apologise to Jimmy and stick 100 quid in it just to start off with. That's disgraceful behaviour in the chat. I'm sure he's just joking though, in all reality. But to be honest with you, who cares about real life F1 when you have Total Impact Racing to bring you far more entertaining racing on a daily value? Isn't that true, Jimmy? You know what I mean? You know, it is what it's all about. Total Impact Racing here. 6 divisions. In fact, no. 7, 8, 9 divisions, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even count now. Nathan says, I know I'm... yeah, it makes a change, doesn't it? Who's going to win tonight's race? Come on. Talk to me, guys. Who's going to win tonight's race? Here, right here. We've got the prediction, of course, which is now closed, by the way. So I will be redeeming the channel points at the end of the stream. But who is going to win tonight's race? We've seen JD has got some great plays. Adam LB is going to be right there as well. St. Liam, TS, Leclerc, all in the championship battle. It's going to be a fascinating race here tonight. It's very difficult to work out who a winner is going to be. I'm just going to mute the mics for 2 secs, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go then. Sufyan, I wonder, will he do a last to first challenge? Oh, Jakey G, that's an interesting call. That's an interesting call. Nathan's not going to lie, born prediction, but I think Apex will probably win. I think what's going to make it really interesting, guys, is the fact that we've got rain coming very, very soon. You know, there's going to be rain in the race, and that is going to make it spicy towards the end. So watch for the end of the race. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, right, formation lap is on. They are off and running. They're trying to get some temps into their tyres. Let's get some strats for you guys at home. The tyre strats, there we go. So, yeah, it's the medium or hards across the board. Top 10, of course, all did their qualifying stints on the mediums. We've got Massey and Pepsi on the hard compound tyre, Harry on the mediums, Gaz on the mediums, Matt on the hards, Watto on the mediums, and then we've got Cod, Harvey, Crowding, and Sufyan all starting on the hard compound tyres. Ron says, I haven't raced these people apart from maybe open lobbies. I think, obviously, I know you race with Silas a lot. Obviously, Silas should be racing with us tomorrow night. I think, Ron, I think are you TSRLs on Friday nights, I do believe. Just ditch them. Come and race with us. Absolutely. But here we go. Outlap it is. I will just very briefly put the league tables up again just for your perusal, just so you've seen the positions there. Right, there are the league tables. They're just on the outlap, as you can see, and that's the league tables coming in. So Crowding's got some work to do. Apex is in a really good position here to claw back some big points. Of course, Steet is missing tonight. He's away. So that also gives Leclerc a chance to gain some ground on the front runners as well. Pepsi's going to be in with a shout as well. And indeed is Kai Pollitt and Jason. So it's all to play for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's for damn sure. Okie dokie. Ron Iron chat says, I would maybe do a one-off after TSR. Yeah, let's do something. That'd be a lot of fun, dude. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, we're about to get going, ladies and gentlemen. And as you see, it's one of the longer races on the calendar, 31 laps. of 1 minute 35. So when you think about it, of course, it is a long race because last week we had Monza, which of course is a shorter lap, only 27 laps around there. But this is a tough old race. How young are you? I'm 137 years old. I'm looking damn good, I have to say it. But here comes JD Apex and making his way up towards his starting box. And we are moments away from getting underway. We will, of course, have the timing glitch at the start because we're hosting the lobby. So we'll have about a 15-second delay when lights go out till we actually go racing itself. Just watching the final cars come around the final corner. They'll be just moving into their slots. And we've got 20 riders ready to rock and roll. Are we going to see a safety car tonight? That's the question. Amongst many others that will be answered momentarily. Okay, so the lights will go out, we will have the timing delay, and then we will be getting underway. Got a jump start. We have a jump start, and it is TOR Pepsi has jump started. Oh dear. He is going to have to let everyone through or serve a drive-through penalty. This is what I hate about Codemasters games. Let's hope the new games are a little bit better than this garbage. Can you invite him in, dude?
Oh, okay. I was going to say, according to my track, it says he's back on the grid. But...
And it's go, go, go. And I tell you what, Apex has got a good start. Adam LB slots in behind him. We've got Kai Pollock going to the inside of Leclerc. Has he got the job done? They're side by side coming through turn 2. And I think Kai Pollock has got the jump on him. Indeed he does. He moves himself up into P3 as they make their way down towards turn 3. We've got some movement as well. St. Liam has gone backwards. He's had a terrible start. He has gone backwards. No DRS, of course, until lap 3. They're making their way up the Raffles Boulevard now. And we've got Anstan and Jason going side by side. Anstan's got the inside line. Should be able to cover him off here. Puts the squeeze on.
End plate damage.
Spooky, yeah, okie dokie. And he's going to go backwards then, isn't he? Yeah, he's already dropping down. Gazza's down in 17. Crowding's made his way up to P16, but he's battling Watto side by side at the moment as we come through turn 5 towards turn 6. But JD has got the start he needed. He's about a couple of car lengths in front of Adam LB. Kai Pollock there, P3, Leclerc P4, Anstan P5, Jason P6, Brutal P7, St. Liam in P8, Pat Tate in P9, and Harry in P10. And then we've got, which as you were, as they come up towards the hairpin for the first time, coming out into the S-Ben Lard. Sufyan did not get a good start either. Let's just jump on board. Have a quick look at FRT Harvey. Okay, I thought it was a little bit closer to the back. We've got Gazza Burgess there on the back of Crowding. But so far... Did you say Spooky's got the wing damage, yeah?
Yeah, he's got end plate damage on the left side, I believe.
I wonder if he can keep going. It's going to be interesting to see...
right side.
Yeah, whether he peels off into the pits or not. Okay, let's go back on... Well, just scroll through the cars, actually, as they just come through to complete lap number 1. As JD obviously naturally sets the fastest lap of the race. Let's just see what Spooky does. Does he peel into the pits? No, Spooky does stay out. So let's go a little bit further up front. We've got Jason and Anstan going side by side coming through turn 2. Anstan defending well. Let's jump on board with this high-octane drama. And there is Jason, just tucked in behind Anstan. Of course, no DRS until lap number 3. Sufyan is in the pits. I wonder why he was struggling there for pace. Obviously, he had a bit of wing damage.
I think Liam's got right end plate damage as well.
Okay, Harry and Pat Tate, they're battling. And I think Harry has just seen him off. Just have a look at St. Liam, yeah. They've got brutal air on the back of this battle between Anstan and Jason, currently battling for Ps 5, 6 and 7. Hopefully Pepsi got back in okay. I think he is running again now, isn't he? He's let everyone through. So lap 2
It was weird, like, I saw him like glitch off, and then he was back on the grid 2 seconds later.
Oh, right, okay. Good old Cody's, eh?
Yeah.
God bless.
Gazza's just got up the back of Waddington.
This guy's got some damage.
Yeah, there was a Constantina effect as everyone was braking towards the hairpin.
Okay, Gaz is on the mediums as well. Now the question is, he could pit technically and go for the hards now, all the way through to the wet, if he so wishes. Just going to stay with Gaz and see what he does. Same with Spooky as well. DRS, of course, will be enabled next lap. So let's see what happens. Sufyan has already pitted, of course. He's going to run the mediums until it rains, no doubt. I'm just going to stay with Gaz to see if he comes into the pits or not. Looks like Spooky's coming in, and Gazza stays out. So Spooky is coming in. Gazza deciding to stay out a bit longer. We'll go on
there was was a swap for the lead, I believe, because JD Apex is in the lead now.
No, he wasn't in the lead, mate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right. And we've got Harry and Pat Tate. So I'm just going to stay with this. FRT Harvey's in the pits as well, so he's had a contact. And here comes Pat Tate. Can he get a move done on Harry? No, he's far too far back. Harry's got, of course, got DRS and Sync Lim in front of him. Rono on the chat says, is that cap from 2012? No, 2010. It's not actually an F1 cap, believe it or not. But damn it, that's my secret out. Is Pepsi back in? Yes.
He is, yeah.
Yes,
his connection's not very good at the moment.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to stay in this little midfield battle at the moment, and then I'll have a little look at the top end. What was Forrester's prediction? He said that Kai was going to crash on lap 9, I think it was, wasn't it? I think he was going for. So we've got some movement there as Crowding gets past TIR Pepsi, coming down off the Esplanade. That DRS did actually work there, got the job done. Ansdown picks up the first penalty of the race. And let's go on board with... Let's watch this battle here from Leclerc's POV. Top 4 here, about to start lap 4. Ron R says, what was the pole time? I think it's about a 33.8, I think it was. Somewhere around that mark. 33.7, 33.8. Of course, I think Findy will be in the 32s tomorrow night, of course. Pretty sure he will be. Oh, that was... No, on the soft compound tyre. Yeah, I think Finn will be in the 32s comfortably tomorrow night, I reckon. Okay, but here we are then. Lap 4 out of 31. An awful long way to go. And Apex is currently our race leader, but he is under extreme pressure from Adam LB, Kai Pollitt and TS Leclerc. These guys are starting to drop Anstan. The gap has got down to, well, about 2.5 seconds now back to Anstan, who has got Jason all over the back of him. I've got a little bit of movement. Crowding is making his way through the field now. He's just jumped TMS Matt and has got himself up to P12.
Gazza Burgess decided to pit. He
yeah.
didn't plate damage anymore.
I think it's a good call for Gazza, to be fair, because he can run those hards for a long, long time. And of course, you know, we have been told that there's rain on its way, so that's going to make a difference later on if it does rain. Vorno, how you doing, fella? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for the host as well, my man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, it's a little bit as you were at the moment. Not a great deal happening in the top 4. They're all sort of just jostling at the moment, jostling for position. But Apex is holding them at bay. But Adam LB must be thinking about a run pretty soon. Let's go on board with Adam LB to come out of the penultimate corner. The medium runners, Jimmy, when do you think they'll pit?
Ideally, if they can get, well, obviously with the rain coming, it does change things a little bit. But ideally, if they can get to, you know, just around the halfway mark, that would be great. But I remember on Tuesday, the MFD was, or Jeff was saying to pit lap 11. So
wow, what, the mediums?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, and I'd only done one fast lap on them.
Okay, well, one I was just putting in the chat. Lap 11 till 15 is optimal, but they can go to 18. So I'm wondering if a few cars might go medium, or medium soft, gambling that the rain's going to come in time. You know what I mean?
See, if I was the medium runners, I'd do exactly that. I'd do 2 medium runs. If I'm on the hards, I'd just literally drive when they fall off or when the rain comes.
I mean, I think we see a couple guys try to do it on Tuesday. They ran the hards from the start, and I think I'm trying to think who it was now. Oh, my memory's not good, but for one driver it worked out really well. I think it was PRS Carroll who went out on the hards and ended up getting P2. He took the hards all the way to the damp, and the inters. I think it was on about lap 24, and that's when the rain came, and it worked out really, really well because he gained a lot of positions, and he got a comfortable podium. See, what Adam LB's doing right now, by the way, is very, very sensible. He's turning his engine down. He's just cruising behind the back of Apex, not using that battery at all, barely, making Apex do all the work. As you can see, Apex himself, though, does have a fair bit of battery. Got yellows in Sector 2. We've got a Renault off. That is Sufyan has had a moment. He has had a moment back there in... well, he's now back at plumb last in P20. Gas has got back past him. And we've also got a battle here. We've got... Is that Water and trying to see what that is actually coming out the boulevard. It's Spooky and Harvey battling for P17, P18.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to go back into broadcast mode for a little while. Let's jump back on board the leaders. As they're making, where are they on track at the moment? Making their way towards the top of turn 4. Let's go try and find something real quick. Where is it gone? Oh, there we go. So Apex is a race leader. Adam LB P2, Kai Pollitt in P3, Leclerc in P4. These 4 cars have now gained 4 seconds on Anstan. So they are slowly but surely dropping him.
Ooh, Kai Pollitt's just whacked the barrier going across the bridge.
Did he get any damage there, dude? I couldn't see, to be honest with you.
Doesn't look like it, but then, you know, it could be a, you know, one of those light green, dark yellow type scenarios.
Got ya. Rain's on its way soon, apparently 10 to 15 minutes. So it could work for these medium. It's going to work for the medium hard runners. This is going to be interesting to see also how quickly and how the track greases up. You know, are we looking at light rain? Are we looking at heavy rain? You know, it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. And
if it's only light, it will just feel greasy and it will never be time for the inters. But if it comes down like the way it should, then it could be straight to full wets. So,
well, that's how it started on Tuesday. It was light, and a couple of guys stayed out for a couple of laps, but then it got really, really wet. And in the end, in fact, a couple of cars pitted for extreme wet weather tyres, the blue wall tyres. It got that wet. As they make their way up to the boulevard for the 8th time. Apex just keeping a watchful eye on what's happening behind him. You saw Leclerc there, just pulling out of the line there. Just having
Harry's going to have a go at Liam, I think.
Let's have a little look. He is indeed side by side, and I think he's going to get the job done. Or is he bashing the wheels? But I think he's got the optimal bit of a squeeze on there. Sink Liam's going to come back at him at the hairpin. Oh, late on the brakes, there's a bit of contact, and they're still going side by side. Great driving, guys, as they make their way through turn 6, and this time Harry gets the job done. That was a ballsy move. That was a ballsy move indeed. And he's got the position there, moves himself up to the P8. Up front there, Adam LB got very close to the back of Apex there as well, I noticed on the timing screen.
Liam's got end plate damage. I don't know if it was as a result of all of that.
Right, got you. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that one. Harvey's got past Spooky for P17 as well. A few penalties creeping in there, just noticed there. Got about 7 cars with penalties. And I've seen Leclerc's just weaving around outside. I think he's trying to break through that dirty air. He's stuck behind quite a lot of dirty air from Kai Pollitt and Adam LB and Apex. Almost like he's trying to cool his engine down a little bit. But here comes Adam LB. Is he close enough for a run here at JD Apex down towards turn 1? Getting a very, very good toe, but again, it's not quite close enough. We've got some movement also. Jason's in the pits. He's shedding his tyres. I wonder if he's going to go for another set of mediums.
Well, then, like, just keep an eye on crowding, because Adam is going to be a sitting duck with no DRS, I think.
See, Adam LB's making absolutely no move on JD Apex. He's just content to sit behind him. Yellow's in Sector 3. We've got a Renault off. That's Sufyan again. Oh, he's not having a good race, is he?
Yeah, and wing damage.
Oh, dear. He's gone from hero to 0, unfortunately. Of course, he reserved last week and had a great win around Monza. But he's not had a good race tonight. Spooky, Liam's pitted, put a new set of mediums on, and has just got back past Spooky.
Crowding got that move done on Adam.
That's a big move for Crowding. He is looking in pretty good shape actually, because he can run those. Yeah, he can run those. All the hard runners can run those tyres all the way through to the rain, if indeed it does come.
Yeah.
If indeed it does come, you know what I mean. Ronald, I am trying to keep an eye on the race as well, dude. Okay, that takes priority.
Read it, man.
Read it! God damn it! Okay, well, it says the medium's going to be awful in 15 minutes. That was 5 minutes ago, so they're going to be awful in 10 minutes. And it wasn't 9 laps, it's now 6 laps. There we go. The medium is getting F by the weather. Possibly. Kai Pollitt's come in, though.
Oh,
Depends how soon it
isn't
comes.
it?
There's an interesting call from Kai. Is he going to go to the softs, possibly? Well, Sufyan's come out in the softs. So Sufyan is making a bit of a gamble there. Thing is, he's got nothing to lose as Sufyan, you know what I mean? Right,
Yeah.
Jade, again, Adam LB not using that ERS. Harry's used up a lot of his ERS. Yeah, JD Apex has used up a lot of battery here, so Adam LB is just cruising. He is just waiting for his moment to pounce. Pat Tate is in the pits, and Stan's in the pits as well. 3 seconds separate the two brothers. Sink Liam has just got past Harvey for P16 with 2 Alpha and Mayos there. I wonder if that might be in some team orders coming into play there.
Well, Jason on COD, he's going to be flying.
So a quick little look, yeah. And of course, COD is reserving to be fair, so I think he'll be trying to race, but also
Staying out of the way a little.
staying out of the way a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Crowding's on the look at Brutal JMK coming down to the right-hander, and Brutal just about covering him off there, but Crowding is really trying his best here. He's having a good drive. He started P19, he's made his way up to P6, and he's in a really good position here, as I mentioned, with the rain incoming on those hard compound tyres, and he is going to be pushing extremely hard. Toddy says rain in 10 minutes according to unreliable sources. That's Adam LB, no doubt.
Oh, spooky! What's happened?
10-second penalty. Right, we've got Brutal coming into the pits. As is JD Apex, race leader, also into the pit. So Adam LB is... Now it's time for him to push. It's speed time in Singapore, as Adam LB is going to really try and put the hammer down and out, get a couple of really good laps in, or just maybe the one lap, and then come in and try and cover him off. Jason sets the fastest lap of the race with 39.2 of the medium compound tyre. So we'll keep an eye out on when Adam LB pits as to where Apex is on track. Let's have a quick look at the interval going back at the moment, because Apex is back on track now. The gap there is 26.9. It's about 25 seconds around here, so yeah, it's going to be close. The undercut might work. We'll have to wait and see. I think he will now. Yeah, as you can see, Branny is starting to use a bit of that battery. He's taking 25% out of that battery in the last lap. Was half a second down this previous lap. Yellows in sector 2. And Alfa Romeo at St. Liam.
Yep, for Romeo's, yeah.
Does Adam LB peel off into the pits? We'll find out in a minute as he comes for the tunnel. Lap 10 out of 31. Is he going to jump in, or is he going to stay out? It's the fastest lap so far. What is Adam LB going to do? Good evening, Giles. How you doing, fella? Yeah, Adam LB peels into the pits. Now, I'm going to jump on board with JD Apex. JD is... where is JD? He's just coming up towards the tunnel now. Adam LB is in the pits. So keep an eye on the mini-map there on that sort of light grey, light blue car, that circle in the pits. That is Adam LB. ERN Crowding takes over the lead. And of course, he is in prime position here. TIR Cod picks up a 3-second penalty.
Made a move on Waddington, but he's jumped everyone that was in the lead in those 2 laps earlier.
Well, JD, it's worked out well for JD, because JD's come out in front of Adam LB, and now he's got Jason sandwiched in between. We know how feisty Jason is. He won't give up this position easily.
Sufyan's retired. Oh, that's big damage.
Oh dear, oh dear. Are we going to see a safety car, ladies and gents? Doesn't look like it yet. I just hate the way sometimes this game is so unrealistic. There, you get a big crash, doesn't bring out a safety car, a tiny little tap, and out it comes for 3 laps. Do you know what I mean? Team orders there. Jason lets his teammate through, and taps in for good measure. Jason's been spun round.
Oh!
Oops. Oh dear. Oh no, that's a disaster. That was well. What they hoped was going to be good teamwork has ended up being an absolute disaster for the Williams. It may have been team orders, Brandon, but not to crash each other out. But, but now we've got the 2 racing points now leading the race at the moment, and that's legit as well. TMS Mac P3 and TIR Pepsi P4. They're just going. And they're going to keep going. They have absolutely no reason to stop whatsoever. So the pit window opened up for the medium compound tyres, but a lot of the guys have already come in already. I think it's only Waddo who's still running a set of old mediums at the moment. Yellow's in sector 2. Spooky's gone! Spooky is out. He is a DNF. Where's that happened? Okay.
It's that's the old Singapore sling corner.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's a slightly unusual place to go there, isn't it? I don't see a lot of crashes there.
Suspect.
No. Right, Kai Pollitt has just breezed past his teammate. No, not team. Yeah, they are teammates. The team orders coming into play there between Kai Pollitt and TIR Pepsi. Bit of lag there on Pepsi's car. Apex has got past Waddo. Look, it's Adam LB has got past Waddo as well. As they come side by side, coming through the left-hander. Oh, my goodness me. And Leclerc's going to get through as well. I don't think Waddo's fighting that one too much. Waddo's on a different strategy to these guys.
That car was looking wide through that corner.
Yeah, was it ever. And Jason picks up a pen for good measure. But here we are. Adam LB is on the attack now. These two were, of course, race leaders. They're not now because we don't think the hard runners are going to pit for any time soon. Here comes Adam LB with a bit of DRS. Pulls to the left-hand side. He's going to try and do him under braking. JD, of course, come out on the hard compound tyre. Oh, there's no room at the end there. Squeeze on, squeeze on. JD's got the high ground at the moment. Can he maintain that high ground? Goodness me, their wheel bashers are coming up towards the tunnel. Who is going to give ground here?
Neither. Oh.
Good Lord, side by side. Great driving, guys. Great driving. Let's keep it going. And Adam LB takes the lead, and that was ballsy. Hit the clip button, somebody. You know what to do. Hit that clip button. Ballsy driving there from both, and neither wanted to give up. But Adam LB gets the job done. Moves his way up in a P6. Pat Tate picks up a penalty as well for good measure. Let's go on board of JD. He's got Leclerc actually just behind him, so we'll do Leclerc as well. Will JD fight back? Let's have a look at the Earth situation. Oh, they've both used up their batteries there. So Leclerc, could he be in a position for a double overtake? I don't. Surely not. But JD's going to try and come back at Adam LB. Neither of them have got any battery. And here comes Leclerc. Is he going to go for the double? Oh, he had to get out of that in a hurry. That's for sure. Wow. How you doing, Ash? Good to see you, buddy. Good move, says Ron. Yeah, that was a good move. That was an excellent move.
Handstand got the move done on.
Leclerc!
JMK just then.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. Leclerc just bashed wheels to JD. He had a look at the inside of JD. JD was just minding his own business. Leclerc bashed wheels, but thankfully, Leclerc wasn't sent off into the Indian Ocean. You know what I mean?
Cod's not going to like that, so he let Jason by for the move, and he got squeezed a little bit.
Oh, JD defending hard there against Leclerc. Leclerc was looking for a move to the inside, had to back out, he's going again. Oh, it's a squeeze on! Oh, what a crash! What a crash! He turned in on him, surely. It's a VSC. Surely. Wow, big impact. That's going to be clipped.
Wow.
Somebody clip that in the channel, please, guys. Oh, did JD turn in on him? Put the squeeze on. That was a bit...
My opinion is he had the racing line, but yeah, Leclerc was still there.
Yeah, didn't really give him any room there at all. Davey, yeah, that was a nasty crash. I'm going to get the ambulance out, dude. I need to go and find him. Oh, man, yeah. Well, I'm going to have to go looking for him on track here. Can't find him. JD's in the pit, so he's obviously got ring damage from that, but that was a mighty impact. We are back racing. Here comes Kai Pollitt on TMS Mac and gets position. Kai Pollitt gets position. Yeah, Waddo's coming on the soft, so that means we've got rain incoming. Yeah, I understand your frustration, Leclerc. Just message me later on, dude. Don't go. I know you're mad. You're pissed right now, but just nice and easy, fella. It's unlucky, dude. Unlucky. Okay, here comes Kai Pollitt now. Going to look for a move. He's on much fresher tyres than Massey. Massey's making that car nice and fat middle of the track. Is Kai going to send up the inside under braking? He's going to have a damn good look as they go side by side. But Kai decides to back out there. Massey has the high ground. And Massey retains position. But Kai can sniff a possible race win here. But Massey, of course, is now basically his teammate's wingman, for want of a better effect. He'll just try and make that car nice and fat. Kai's just got to be careful.
Call a rear gunner.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, TMS Matt just behind these guys on the medium compound tyre. Is Kai going to... Kai's just got to sit behind him here, get a good exit out of turn 3, and he'll get the DRS. But he's going to go for it now, is he? No. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Sensible driving there from both of them.
Yeah. He's got to try and light the move now, get a good exit out of 3, and then he's on it. And he's got the exit now. Yeah, now's the time to use up that battery. Massey's got a bit of battery to defend. But here comes Kai Pollitt, and yeah, just breezes. It's like taking candy from a baby there. Pretty simple overtake. And Kai moves himself up into P2. Got yellows in sector 1. We've got a...
safety car for Pepsi.
Pepsi is... Where's Pepsi? Where's he gone? Okay.
Well, no, sorry, not safety car. Sorry, yellow flag.
Yellow flags.
For Pepsi.
Okay, Harry's got past Pat take for P6 as well. And Pepsi's going to have to come in and pit, which is going to be annoying. He'll probably have to come in and put a set of softs on, I would think. FRT Harvey is back in the pits as well. So let's just go on this battle here. Adam LB, TMS Matt and Massey. Massey again will be acting as a rear gunner here, trying to hold these guys up, particularly Adam LB, who's on a strategy that could threaten crowding. Pepsi's gone. That's retirement on track. That'll be a quali ban,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was recording the clip of, you know, I don't know if he a wheel bash one, but
yeah, I understand the frustrations, but yeah, just keep going. You know what I mean? It's always best to keep going. David J says, first time seeing a car get airborne in a long time. Yeah. Ronar says, rain coming. Well, I'm keeping an eye on that halo to see if we get any sign of water rivulets coming off those halos. At the moment, I can't see anything. We'll keep our eyes peeled there. I was having Pepsi was having mad screen freezes. Of course, he does have connection issues, doesn't he? We saw his car spiking a little bit. Oh, that's unlucky. That is unlucky in that case. And a question for Kai Pollitt. He's dropped Massey, but how quickly, if at all, can he catch crowding? As Adam LB's trying to get out the inside of the Ferrari of TMS Matt. Matt covers him off. Lap 16 out of 31. So we're just over half race distance of this Singapore Grand Prix of the Division 2 Thoroughbreds. Oh, Adam LB getting a little bit too close to the back of Matt there. Just lost a little bit of momentum there coming into the left-hander as they come up to the hairpin. Oh, that sucks, Pepsi. Unlucky, Robbie. Right, Adam LB has DRS, as does Matt. Now, he's got the balls under braking. Oh! Wow. Some aggressive driving going on tonight, I can tell, yeah.
Well done, Matt, to hold on to that. Oh, rain's hit! Rain's hit!
Oh, yeah, there we go, ladies and gents. The rain is coming off the halos. This is where the race gets very, very interesting. How greasy, how soon will the track grease up? Can they run to the end of the race on the slick tyres? Will they be forced to make pit stops? We're going to find out. We'll keep an eye particularly on the runners further off down the field, because those are the ones who will probably take the gamble first, because they'll have nothing to lose. But Adam LB is all over the back of Massey. Kai Pollitt has gained about a second. Oh, hello. We've got some lag spike there from Massey and Adam LB. I've got to stay on this battle for the sec, Giles, and I will switch back there, dude. Adam LB might have a run at Massey here. Massey just rubs he's lost a bit of momentum there. Just rubbed the wall there. And Adam LB pumps himself up into P3, so he's cleared the racing point, which is important. What was that in JD? I think JD's... Okay, Waters just picked up a 3-second penalty, by the way, there. Massey's starting to really struggle on those tyres now. When will anybody blink? FRT Harvey sets the fastest lap of the race, though, the 1:38.408 on the soft compound tyres. But then picks up a 3-second penalty straight afterwards. Wow. Mason 32.6 and TT. GG's, man. Just noting there that Matt had to hang on to the gears for a lot longer. I think it's already starting to grease up there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to be until DRS gets disabled. That'll be the time to bang some wet tyres in, but what kind of wet tyres? That is the question.
Well, it's unless the rain comes a lot heavier. I mean, I think they'll stay out for a little while yet, and then they'll be intermediates. But as I say, the Tuesday race, it started off like this, a little bit of dampness.
Is in.
Okay, now what's Kai doing? Is he going inters already? It's a brave call. If it is, we'll keep an eye on that. See what he's doing.
Green old inters.
There we are, green wall inters coming on to Kai Pollitt. He's the first to blink, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
He's either a genius or he's insane.
I think he's a bit of both, and I think he'd probably. I think he'd actually. He wouldn't deny it. Anstan's in the pits as well. He's made the call.
It's a fan.
Jason's in the pits as well.
Change.
Okay, Jason's in the pits as well, dude. So. Got a few stops starting to happen now. JD picks up a 3-second penalty. Oh, Matt goes at the inside of Massey, and has he got the job done? Trying to get traction. Coming out the corner, they're still side by side. Massey is trying to fight as hard as he can. I think Matt's got him. Indeed he does. He makes his way up into P3. And can you just do us a favour, mate? Can you jump on Kai Pollitt, P9, with the St. Liam?
Yeah, sure.
Because Kai is on the inters. I want to see what sort of pace he's got with St. Liam.
Oh, I think he's just done contact with Liam.
He's going to go cop to cam. Looking down. Oh, cop to cam's crashed. Because the camera changed. Thanks there, Cody's.
So Kai Pollitt has just pulled out a second.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's have a look
in the case of 2 turns.
Let's have a look at Kai Pollitt. There he is, coming through the hairpin now onto the S-pin line. Yeah, it looks like he's got plenty of grip there as well.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's left him. This could be a great call from Kai.
What a legend.
I wouldn't go that far. Just kidding. He's a legend, is our Kai Pollitt. Known him for many, many years, since he was like knee-high to a grasshopper.
Oh, Massey is struggling. They're all going to be bowling.
There we go. Right, crowding's in.
Even get in. Matt couldn't even get into the pits.
Now, are we going to see a bit of a double stacking situation? Oh, my goodness me, it's all happening here. All the leads are coming in. What's Pat Tate? Pat Tate's in. Brutal JMK. Can he keep the car on track? I think Kai Pollitt's going to get past him. Yeah, Kai. Now, Kai. I'm going to go with Kai, because Kai could possibly take the lead here.
Oh, and some.
Adam LB's on his way out, though. I think it's going to be... I think Adam LB is going to come out just in front. Is Kai going to come out in front of the racing point? Yeah, I think he is. So Kai has really, really gained from that. He's come out in P2.
Wow.
Crowding, but what a recovery drive so far from Crowding, because he was all the way down in P19 at the start, and he's worked the strategy extremely well, and has come out in P3. So that's worked. It has worked extremely well. And he used to say he still couldn't win this. It's certainly possible. The guy who's lost out is JD Apex with that incident with Leclerc. He has really lost out. Yeah. Norris Welcome says, what happened to Pepsi? Pepsi had connection issues, dude. His car was on his game, it was screen freezing. Leclerc got absolutely destroyed. And I mean, they're still picking bits of him out of the wall at the moment. Just start at sector 3.
Buemi at the end of the straight in China, where both wheels pop off at the same time. It was that kind of. I
don't know if you've seen that film Deep Impact, where that big comet hits the Earth. That's what it was like.
Big bit of.
Yeah, absolutely. Giles in the chat says, Inters will struggle to get from here, I believe. Tyres will be close to dead at the end. Giles, were you... Yeah, Giles was racing in Div 3. Do you remember quite a few guys came in and put extremes on, didn't they, before the end of the race, if you remember correctly? Because Giles was one of the podium finishers. And it was very, very similar to this race, the way it panned out.
It looks like Kai Pollitt's struggling a bit in front of Crowding here.
Yeah, Crowding is definitely on it here. Because Kai was good for a couple laps, but... You know, with the rain, it's not ready for blue wall tyres though yet. Obviously, the rain is coming down pretty steadily, so it does wet up very, very quickly here, as we're seeing, and as we saw a couple of nights ago. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out now. I've noticed also quite a bit of lag in this lobby as well, unfortunately. But there's crowding having a look at Kai Pollock getting on the power down early, getting better traction out the corner. Kai's going to defend it to turn 3. All crowding careful. Oh, was contact and they've both spun. Oh, and Matt's going to say, Matt, is this going to be happy birthday to Matt? Oh, yeah, he's going to get in front of Kai. And Matt loses weight. I think crowding should have backed out there. Kai had the corner, man. I've got to call it. You know what I mean? And Kai's going to be fuming. And he's got now Harry, so he's now going to have to defend again, this time from TIR, Harry in the Red Bull. But that spin, though, has just gift-wrapped, quite possibly gift-wrapped the race to Adam LB. Yeah, that's what I thought, Giles. I've got to be honest, a little bit. I'm not steward, though, for this division, so I'll just call it as I see it. Go on, Matt, says PRS Carroll. Actually, it was Carroll that did the great hards to enter strategy around here, of course, on Tuesday night, and made it really work. Tell you what, Jimmy, it's getting wet very quickly now, dude. Visibility is starting to, visibility is starting to read. I'm just on board with the cars at the moment. Visibility is really starting to drop. And what doesn't make it easy around here is the fact
we're still 2 or 3 laps away. From anything happening.
Yeah, of course, what makes it more difficult here at Singapore, particularly when it rains, is because it's a night race with the lights. The lights are just glaring, you know, off the water droplets, which makes visibility even worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Brandon says crowding went to turn in at turn 3 normal line like Kai was invisible. Yeah. I mean, there's a possibility that he was struggling for grip and that he actually slid into Kai as opposed to turned into him. There is that sort of school of thought. Here comes Harry.
On Pollitt.
He's going to make a lunge at Kai Pollitt, and Kai just wisely doesn't fight that one too hard at the moment. Lives to fight another day.
Got plate damage as Kai Pollitt.
That's the instant of crowding. Yeah, that's kind of stuffed his race a little bit because he's going to have Massey and Pat Tate behind him. Anstan's in the pits. He's had a moment.
Again.
JD is back
on the full wets on. He's going for it.
Oh, okay. Is it a wing change or just straight wets?
That's it. Just straight onto the blues.
Okay, let's not be too critical in the chat, though, guys. Obviously, it's people haven't really got the right to reply as such. Giles just made a good point. Kai's got damage, so should pit for wets. Now, if he knows that if there's any way that he knows that Anstan's pit for wets, he may well be thinking that might well be the call now, and that could bring him back into play a little bit. The gap up front is about 12 seconds. Yeah, go.
Not getting caught too rapidly by FRT Harvey behind.
Okay, I'm just looking.
Dropping a little bit to Watto.
Yeah, I'm just on board now, keeping an eye on that timing screen between him and Watto. Okay. Let's go back on board with Brutal JMK, JD Apex, and just behind these guys, St. Liam and Jason. We know Jason likes a good lunge from time to time as well, so...
Ant's had a spin. I think his tyres are overheated.
Oh, yeah, you can see it. He has cooked. Those tyres are looking pretty cooked at the moment. He needs some more wet very, very quickly. There is Harvey right there. Let's have a look at Harvey. Harvey's just going to breeze past him. Okay, so that's... Yeah, there we go. It is... At the moment, it's just a little bit too soon for extreme wet weather tyres.
He's going backwards in a hurry now, unfortunately.
Nathan Chat says, Ant better beat Adam, Pat Tate, otherwise, because I'll bet all my channel points on him. Oh dear. Well, still plenty of racing to go. 9 laps, anything can happen. A couple of crashes, safety car, new set of tyres, you know what I mean? It can all happen. Yellow's in Sector 2, that's a Mercedes that's gone off. It's COD. COD went for the full wets as well, and it's not worked out for him.
He's trying to get off the wall, but it won't let him.
He's just been, I think he's just been lapped as well for good measure, yeah. Zola, good to see you. Says I put 30k on part 8. Oh, there you go. Sometimes gambling does have its rewards, but there is part 8 all over the back of Kai Pollock. Kai's struggling now, say lack of downforce. He's just trying to eke it out as best he can. Nate says, feel like pure shit, want a refund. Nah, sorry, no can do. Rhymes with Catman do, you know what I mean? Not happening.
Adam's just made the move
I
on
know.
Kai Pollock.
I was on board when he did that as well. It's just I feel bad for Kai, I really do. Art Prime! How you doing, fella? Yeah, it's the rain again. It came about, what, half a dozen laps ago? There's Cod just letting the traffic through. Oh, Pat Tate's going to wind him up, isn't he? Cod, I just lapped you. He is, isn't he? He's going to wind him up about that. I wonder if Kai just might roll the dice now, possibly. No, he stays out again. Let's have a look a bit further down the field. So we've lost Pepsi, Leclerc, Spooky and Safian. This P16's Cod. He's coming into the pits. He's decided, I think he's going to put Inters back on. Anstan then P15.
And a wing change.
Yeah. Gaza Burgess, they had a pretty quiet race so far. Not really done anything wrong. Currently sat in P14. Could gain a place or two yet on penalty count back, of course. Nice and clean so far. So there's Gaza just coming for the tunnel. Not been a great race, admittedly, so far for the Hasses, but that can still change. There's still time for that to change. Harvey in P13. Watto in P12 in a Renault. Jason in P11. Trying to hunt down St. Liam and JD Apex. Art Prime says, glad this track is done. Yeah, it's a tough old track, isn't it? Off to Sochi. Starting, of course, on Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, with the Prost and Senna Leagues. Got a bit of a four-way dance developing here, actually, between Jace, Liam, Apex and Brutal.
Yeah, that should make things a bit more interesting.
What's that, dude?
Oh, the four-way.
Oh, the four-way.
There was a...
It's a fatal four-way, isn't it? We like that. We like a bit of fatal four-way. As they make their way on through the hairpin onto the Espen Lard. Lap 23 out of 31. The rain is getting heavier and heavier.
I'll tell you what, if I was Kai Pollock, I'd pit right now. Oh, he's just whacked the wall again. I think it's high time for some wets now, some full wets.
I think the decision's just been taken out of his hands now.
Yeah.
Has he actually got an end plate left on that car? Just
no,
about.
It's not. It's
sort of. Yeah, he's coming in. There he is.
Boxes, yeah.
Box, and he runs a bit wide there, trying to get back in, but yeah, just manages to get back in. I'll be interested to see now. Does he go into? I'm going to stay with him. I want to see whether he goes inters or whether he goes for full wets here. Let's see what Kai does. Let's stay with him. And let's see what tyres go on that car. It is a set of full wets.
Nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
What a boy.
Absolutely.
What a boy.
Balls of steel, that geezer. Balls of steel. Let's go in this battle for P8. Brutal start, had a good job actually, because of course he spun earlier on, didn't he? So he's had a pretty good job. Made his way back up to P7. Crowding's been slowly catching Adam LB at the front, but not by much, just by a couple tenths here or there. He's got the gap down to 10.8. But he is playing a penalty, so Matt's going to try and, if he can, cruise up behind him and try and steal P2. But look at St. Liam, he's really battling hard to try and get past JD Apex, but JD himself cannot find a way past Brutal JMK. Brutal's a bit of a roadblock here at the moment. Thou shalt not pass. The 11th commandment. Good evening, Zerty says, up the Adam LB. I tell you what, he's having a good race tonight. Brandon says, Jesus, this track is long. Yeah, it's nearly as long as... And I'll let anyone finish off that sentence.
As long as the Singapore racetrack?
Oh, you have no imagination, Jimmy. These cars are... I'm just loving this battle here, this close quarter racing between, say, Brutal, Apex, St. Liam and Jace.
I can confirm that Jason can see absolutely nothing.
I mean, yeah. It's like blindfolded racing. It's like racing with a pair of underpants on your head, do you know what I mean? Yeah. St. Liam is trying everything he can. Oh, hello, contact, and plates have gone flying. Was that Brutal's? Yeah, Brutal's got end plate damage. And this is going to make life interesting now because Brutal's have to come in. Are all these cars coming in? Okay, we've got St. Liam's in. Apex stays out. What's Jason doing? Jason stays out. Brutal comes in. Brutal's going for a wing change, as will St. Liam. So that's promoted JD and TIR Jason up into much bigger point scoring positions. Pat Tate's in the pits as well. They're all putting extreme wets on. Interesting. Antstan's back in the pits again. Waddo's in the pits. So Crowding's pitted as well. He's put extreme wets on. So, yeah, here we go. It's all happening. Thanks for the follow. Stroll. L Stroll 18. Not related to Lance by any chance. As long as
Maybe
my massive
is.
horn... Oh, my good lord.
He is Lance Stroll.
Maybe it is Lance Stroll. If it is, love the eyebrows.
Hey, Pajala, what's up, mate?
Rapid Pajala, all the way from down under.
G'day in sunny Australia.
G'day, Sport. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Are you just off to work now, are you? Or have you got the day off? Well, it's Friday over there now, isn't it? In Oz? Yeah, it's Friday, isn't it? They're in front of us, aren't they?
Yeah.
Thank fudge, it's Friday. Gazza Burgess in the pits. Captain Birdseye's in the pits. The race leader, Adam LB, is coming into the pits now. Oh, my goodness me. It is tonking it down in rain, dude.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is some proper rain.
That is some proper... That is... Wow, that's steroid Asian salami rain, that is. Now, what does Matt do? Yeah, Matt has to come in. Harry's going to have to come in as well, I think. So that should promote Crowding back up towards P2 again. You see, Giles, I like that. As long as Pat takes braking zone. Thanks for the Captain Underpants, Brandon. I really appreciate that. Alright, what about JD? Yeah, JD's peeling off into the pits as well. Jason almost missed the pit entrance there as well. They're really starting to struggle in these conditions. So, it's going to be extreme wets across the board. And House just going to shake it all out. This has brought Kai Pollitt not back into the race lead, challenging for the race lead, but it's getting him some positions back a little bit. You know what I mean?
It's a good recovery drive for him.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky, and the stewards will be looking. We'll be looking at that. I'm pretty sure. He was Division 2. It's Sam Tabner and Brandon, isn't it? Division 2, I think. Talking of which, I need to get some of those race reports up on Discord tomorrow. So, let's have a look at the shakedown there. Now, everyone is running extreme wet weather tyres. Adam LB is the race leader, but his gap has been cut down to 5.9 seconds. TMS Matt is now in P3. Harry in P4. Good drive from Harry. Pat Tate having a serious nosebleed in P5. Massey in P6, Kai Pollitt in P7, St. Liam in P8. Quite a gap there from Kai back to St. Liam. Brutal in P9, Apex in P10, Jason in 11, Waddo 12, Harvey 13, Gazza 14, and we've got Anstan and Cod both a lap down as it stands. So it all lies now on Crowding and Adam LB. I'm not quite sure how it worked out as to how the gaps, which was stabilising around about sort of 10-11 seconds, suddenly dropped to 5 seconds, but it's starting to creep back up again now. Oh, Antstand struggling there, getting close to the wall, but just manages to keep off it. So where we about? We got Brutal and JD Apex. It is Friday in Australia. We are currently in lockdown in Melbourne. Really? Wow. I didn't know it was that bad again down there. Did you know that, Jimmy?
No, but you know, like I was saying to you pre-stream, you know, there are certain countries where there are 0 cases, and they'll still be in that sort of amber phase where, you know, you're allowed into the country, but you've got to quarantine for 10 days before you can socialise. So.
Wow. Okay. Shrews just resub tier 1 8 months in the Kebab House crew. Thank you so much, Nigel, my man. Really appreciate it, dude. That's some serious dedication there. 8 months. Firm handshakes in the chat to you, my friend. Wow. We appreciate it. Okay. So, Adam LB just, the gap is starting to creep up again now. So it's around about 6 seconds. Was 5 and a bit. Kai Pollitt is on the back of Massey. It's all a little bit processional at the moment. I wonder if the guys are just trying to bring these cars home or not, or whether we've still got some late night action here in Singapore. And I'm not talking about the brothel houses either. So I'll have to wait and see if anything happens here. Let's have a look at Kai Pollitt actually with Massey.
The problem is if you get on the gearbox of someone in this weather, you just cannot see a thing. So
no.
If he breaks earlier than you think he's going to, that's it. It's game over for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Matt's had a pretty good drive in P3. Harry, he's had a good recovery drive in P4 as well. Pat's 8 with the nosebleed.
JD on brutal. JD on brutal.
Yep, let's have a little look. Here we go, side by side. Brutal covering him off though. Well, is JD going to try and switch back? Can he get better traction out of the corner? I think Brutal's going to cover him off here. But no, JD's having a look. He's having a real look, but decides to back out this time. Brutal goes deep though, and JD's going to try and go around the outside here. Brutal trying to recover. Oh my goodness me, who's going to blink here? I think JD might just have the move done coming into the tunnel. And there's Jason right behind those guys. JD gets the move done, moves himself up into P9. Kai Pollitt is all over the back of Massey as well. Let's jump on board that one real quick. There he goes. Kai Pollitt into turn 1. He is having a good look at Massey here. He might have a line in turn 2 here. Let's have a look back. The car's going side by side. There's no contact there. Who can get the better traction out the corner, making the way up towards turn 3 at the side by side still. Massey, slightly better traction. Kai's going to look for a switchback move. Always just a bit of a touch there. There's just no grip for these guys at the moment at all. But Kai might come again at Massey, but I think Massey's just got a little bit too much straight line speed in the wet. Back with Jason's got past Brutal, and he has moved himself up into P10. And he is on the charge. Yeah, that was a good move there, wasn't it? Absolutely from JD. Absolutely, chat. Totally agree. Let's go back to Kai Pollitt. Let's see how difficult the conditions are. It's very difficult to see the car in front. It's hard to see the battery charging light, let alone the car in front. You know what I mean? It's like really, really difficult. Toddy says Kai's been good today. Should have been P2. Do you know what? I agree with you. He was unlucky.
He's my driver of the day.
Yeah, he's had a really, really solid drive. It has to be said.
There we
right.
Having
hello. Yellow's. Oh, yeah.
He went well deep.
Yeah, I thought he'd gone to the other side of the track again. I thought he'd gone back to sector 2. That's how far he disappeared. Who was that? Was that Ant? Was that was that Gaz?
It was Ant.
It was Ant. Okay. He's a difficult race, to be fair. Chin up. Keep going. That's what it's all about. And Kai getting close. Is he going to have another run at Massey into turn 2? I don't think he's going to be quite close enough this time around. Do you have can you just quickly check on Brutal? Has Brutal got any damage at all? Because he's dropping back off Jason and JD, or is he just struggling a bit in the conditions?
I don't see any damage, but, you know, for all we know, he could have no front wing and, you know, everything looks hunky-dory here, so... But, yeah, as far as I can see, his wing's intact. I think he's just maybe had dry setup on, although...
Possibly.
Don't vary massively from wet to dry, do they, round here?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, you can't really put much more wing on, can you, really, on the dry setup, to be fair. Yeah. Kai's still stuck behind Massey, can't find a way past him at the moment. He's sort of starting to run out of time a little bit. But up front, the gap's around about 6.5 seconds. Back to Crowd. So Adam LB looks like he's just controlling the situation at the moment. Crowd himself is a comfortable 18 seconds ahead of Massey, but we don't know the penalty situation. So not still sure how it's going to pan out. We've got another big gap back to Harry in P4. Pat Tate in P5. Massey and then Kai Pollitt right here, P6, P7. We've got St. Liam, who Had to get a new wing, of course, but he's currently sat in P8, JDP 9, but he's got Jason for company in P10, Brookwood P11, Wado P12, FRT Harvey P13, Gaza P14, and Stan P15, and Cod in P16. That is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. The leaders have just started their penultimate lap. Let's jump on board. Actually, where is the race leader? There he is. Making his way up to turn 4 there, top of the Raffles Boulevard. See how wet that track is now. It is absolutely lashing down here in Singapore. He's had a pretty good. He's had a good drive, Adam LB. A couple of ballsy overtakes.
Massey's just had a bit of a wobble out of the second to last corner. Kai Pollock's going to have a look at him there.
Okay, we'll jump on board a kite. I was going to flick back on this battle anyway, but it's made it for me. There we go. So can Kai get close enough for a run at Massey into turn 4 up the boulevard? Amsterdam, the 3 set time penalty there. Just Massey keeps on getting good exits out of turn 3. That's, and of course, with no DRS because of the weather. It's enabling Massey to stay ahead. Yeah, believe it or not, Pat Tate is in P. I think Gandhi's driving for him tonight, Steve, you know. Just kidding. Just kidding. And Jason right behind JD Apex as well, pushing him hard. Jason still fancies another position here, fancies P9. I think, where's Adam's just starting his last lap now, actually, just crossed the start-finish line. We think we're gonna probably give it to Kai Pollitt, actually, because Kai should have been P2. He's had a very, very good drive. He's been very, very unlucky. Let's go back with Kai Pollitt again on Massey. Is he close enough for a run this time? No, he is not, as they're coming out of... where are they on track? Coming up towards the tunnel. Then a bit further back, JD is still keeping Jason at bay as they also make their way up towards the tunnel. Adam LB, just going to keep an eye on Adam LB if you can, Jimmy, because he's on his last lap at the moment. Just coming out of turn 5. I'm just trying to watch this battle here. There's sort of these couple of battles, 6 and 7 and 9 and 10. As Kai is trying to... Look how bad that... Oh my goodness me, that is monsoon rain. Yellow's in Sector 3. Is that a lap car? Yeah, it's a lap car.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, Adam LB, by the way, is just coming out to the S-Bend Lard for the final time. As Kai Pollitt is still trying to chase down Massey, but Massey doing commentator's curse notwithstanding everything right at the moment. So I'm just going to flick on board of Jason real quick as they come onto the boulevard, turn 3. Is Jason close enough for a run at JD Apex? I don't think he is. But Ant picks up another penalty as Adam LB makes his way down towards the tunnel for the final time. So I'll be switching on to Adam LB's car very, very shortly. In fact, I'm going to be doing it right now. Adam LB, race leader. He had a good battle with JD at the start, and JD had that big incident with Leclerc. And here comes Adam LB around the final corner to take a deserved victory. There is the checker flag, and it's victory in fireworks for Adam LB in Singapore. P1. Great drive.
Great drive. Yeah.
Crown is going to come through in P2. We know he is carrying penalties, but I think he's safe. Yeah, he's going to be pretty safe there. Here comes TMS Matt, who's had also a solid drive. Penalty-free as well, which takes some doing in these conditions. As long as he can hold it together for around the final corner for a well-deserved podium. As he crosses the line now and takes P3. It only just takes P3. Almost got P2 on penalty countback. Okay, here comes Harry as well. Also a solid drive from Harry. He's going to cross the line P4 though. Does he stay P4? Because Pat Tate is right behind him. Is there going to be any change there? Harry crosses the line P4. Pat Tate P5 is carrying a few penalties.
Oh, there's a three-way dance for P6.
Oh,
He was just spun. He's got
oh dear, oh dear, dear, oh dear, and he's just gone backwards in the last corner. Oh, Sink, it's all gone bad for him, man. It's all gone bad. Oh my word. And Jason's dropping like the proverbial clanger here with penalties. He's dropped right down. Massey got P5 in the end. Kai Pollitt P6, Pat Tate P7. So Pat dropped from 5th to 7th. St. Liam got P8 in the end. Brutal 9th. JD Apex 10. Jason 11. Watto 12. Harvey 13. Here comes Gaza, the last car on the lead lap. Let's see. He's done pretty well. No penalties. Only 2 drivers have had no penalties this race. TMS Matt and Gaza. They've kept it clean all race. So well done to those guys. As Gaza comes round the final corner to take P14. I think. He's going to do some donuts. You going to do some donuts, Gaz? What's he doing?
He's just rolling. There's the line. There's the
Come
line.
on, come on, you can do it, Gaz.
There's
You
the
can
line.
do it. Yeah, well done. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Singapore. Get the party open. Get these guys in for a very quick chat. Cobasses gives the drive the day to Crowding. I think the steward might have something to say about that, but you know what I mean. Anyways, that's for them to decide, not for me. Okay, let's give you a rundown then of the final runners and riders. Adam LB takes the victory. Oh
I'm just
dear.
laughing in the chat.
Yeah. Oh dear.
The
Oh,
gloating will be
it's begun already. Adam LB takes the win. Crowden P2 and TMS Matt P3. Those are our podium finishes. Harry in P4, Massey P5, Kai Pollitt in P6. He's my driver of the day. He should have had P2 really. Pat Tate in P7, St. Liam in P8, Brutal GMK in P9, JD Apex P10, Jason 11, Watto 12th, Harvey 13th and Gaza 14th. They were the only cars on the lead lap. Amsterdam P15 and Cod P16. They kept it going, which is good to see. And then DNS for Pepsi, Leclerc, Spooky and Sufyan. That, of course, Leclerc, that big crash with JD Apex early on in the race. So that's our podium finishes. Adam LB with the race win, Crowding P2 and Matt in P3. And I'm going to get the podium screen up and we'll have a little chat with these guys. In fact, we've got the race leaders already. The race winner is already with us. Okay, Adam LB. Congratulations. A solid drive there. They had the good battle with Apex early on. And then after that, you dominated. Tell us all about your race, dude.
Yeah, initially I was just sitting behind, saving the ERS. I was getting information and probably telling me how much ERS he had, burning it, and trying to force him to waste his ERS. Kai did a very good undercut and came out ahead of us, and he was in a really good place. And then there was an incident behind with Apex and Leclerc. I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
Carnage.
And then I knew the rain was coming, so that's why I put the mediums on again, because I knew the rain was coming. And I was just trying to catch Crowding, he broke his front wing right at the end, just before the rain started. So I jumped him in the pit lane, and I had a massive gap behind me because of that. And then from there on, I was just driving on my own, managing the pace, just not getting any penalties, managing my ERS and fuel, and just making sure I didn't make any mistakes.
Well, it's worked out pretty well for you. I'm just going to have a quick look at the... you guys on chat can't see this, but just to give you an idea, that has just leapt you right up the league table for sure. Where were you?
That was like 11th or something.
Yeah, you're over 100 points now. You're now a championship contender with that victory tonight, dude. How do you feel?
The championship's not something I have in mind, to be honest. It's just, I think Singapore is just a really good track for me, and it's just a really good place where I drive really well at, and I don't pick up penalties there, and I'm very consistent. So in terms of other tracks like Russia, I'm not entirely looking forward to those.
All right, and GG's on that tonight. Going forwards, we've got Sochi next week. A different discipline, different type of track to what we've seen tonight. What are your thoughts on Sochi?
I don't like it at all. It's just, I don't seem to get any rhythm around there, and it's just, obviously if you keep the penalties down, you'll finish in a good place. So hopefully I can just try and do that and get a good result. Okay, well GG's tonight, brother. As a fellow admin, it's great to see the admin showing the way in Division 2. GG's, buddy. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, moving on to P2. It is ERN crowding now. He, of course, was 7th at qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, so he started right at the back of the field, has found his way into P2 with a stunning recovery drive. GG's, my man. Tell us all about your race.
The start was a bit frantic. People were braking and stuff, and I just found a gap and decided to pick up 3 places pretty much during the first 3 corners. After I think the first 7 laps, I was up towards where Massey was. As soon as Massey let me pass, I told Massey just to sit there and just be my roadblock behind, so I didn't get caught.
He made his car fat, nearly as fat as my arse. That's how fat it was. So yeah, it worked.
Yeah, he did such a good job just doing that. And then the rain hit, and I was just like, oh, just don't. And then it was the point of it was that greasy coming to the little bridge chicane thing at the end of sector 3. I went to brake, and my car just skidded. It didn't stop, and I hit the wall, and I was like, oh, and yeah, I was frustrated. Then I was like, that's my chance of the win gone, because I have now to change my front wing. And then came out the inters. Me and Kai had an incident. I think it's a bit 50-50. Probably slightly more my fault, but we both had little issues with traction, I think, coming into that corner, which caused Kai to push me out wide, and I've had to catch mine, and we've collided.
It looked like, I mean, on reflection, it looked a little bit like both cars were sliding, both trying to make the corner, and it looks like you did turn in, but it looked like you got the car snap. A little bit like the car kind of started to snap on you a little bit, and it was almost. Yeah. I'd have to watch it back. Obviously, I'm not a shift of his team, but in reflection, it looked very difficult to recover it without a contact. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, because obviously the line that he was taking was to close me out, but I think as he's gone to close me out and slightly slow down, he's lost the rear, and it's hit me, and I've hit him, and then it's caused obviously the collision.
But I tell you what they do.
Really unfortunate.
It's an amazing recovery drive though, going from P19 to P2, because I mean, you know, I think the guys were looking at the league tables thinking, oh, you know, we've got a real chance here of really either catching and maybe even overtaking Crowding tonight. But if anything, you've extended the gap at the top of the table tonight. In fact, you have. You've extended the gap. I mean, we're going to round 6. We're now literally halfway through the season, this short season. We've got Sochi coming up next week. How are you starting to think about championships now? Is it starting to just manifest itself in the back of the mind?
No, I don't pay attention. I didn't even know I was. Well, I mean, I did obviously know I was winning it, but I didn't know how much by, who was my rivals. I just take each race as it is.
Okay.
The more I worry about it, the more I worry about something, the more it impacts me in the race. So, if I'm thinking about a championship, then it's just going to put me off of my driving.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Just be tunnel visioned, focus on the driving, and what will be, I guess. Is the watchword. All right, well, GG's tonight, mate. That's a great recovery drive, and look forward to seeing you at Sochi next week and maybe tomorrow night, depending on. Be like, no more Singapore, no more Singapore. Not in a Haas, please, beer. No.
Not
he's injured tomorrow.
Yeah, if I'm given the Haas, I'm retired. I'm injured.
Good drive though, good drive, buddy, and we'll see you next week. Maybe tomorrow. Right. Okay, moving on to P3. A really good drive from TMS Matt. Of course, Matt was not well last week, and it's good to see him back. And he signed off this week in Singapore with an absolutely stunning drive, I thought. Penalty free as well, Matt. Congratulations, and a really good drive. Tell us all about your race.
Yeah, well, I was trying to qualify on the hards because I knew it'd rain at the end, so I thought there's no point really trying to go at the front. So I tried to start P11, but spun on the last corner and ended up P15, but that wasn't too bad. I didn't have control of my car on the formation lap, which was an interesting experience. So I had to leave the game and come back there. And then I didn't have lights at the start, but still I managed to get a decent start. I think I was up to P13, P12. I was just sitting behind Massey. Crowding got past me, a little forceful, pushed me off the track, but it's just one of those things. Pepsi was right behind me as well, but he had all these screen freezes, which is really unlucky for him. But I'm pretty happy with that, and unfortunate for my teammate as well, getting killed by Apex.
Yes,
I think Leclerc would have been
That was
he'd have
violent.
he'd have been right up there with me.
Yes, he was. Yeah, I think he was having a good drive. In terms of the championship, obviously it damaged the chances last week. Obviously not being well, but a good podium tonight though. You've had one win and one podium in 5 races, so that's moved you up into the upper echelons of the championship. Without getting my mental arithmetic head on, somewhere around about P5, P6 in the championship. So onwards and upwards, I guess. And,
Yeah, I seem to either have an amazing race there and get a podium, or just get murdered repeatedly. So hopefully we can have some more podium races.
Well, what do you think about Sochi next week?
Yeah, it's an okay track. I'm decently quick there, pretty good at avoiding penalties. So
Okay.
maybe looking for another podium.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck and congratulations for tonight, dude. That was a very, very good drive tonight.
Thank you.
You are welcome. So, ladies and gents, that just wraps it up for the week. Let's head back to the command centre and we're going to wrap things up for the night. Okay, so there you had it then. That was a solid race around Singapore, action-packed for sure. And we love a bit of weather, don't we, just to spice things up a little bit. But thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate your company. Jimmy, thanks for doing co-coms tonight as well as always. Always a pleasure to have you with me on a Thursday night. And
Good fun.
What are your
thrills
thoughts?
and spills.
Yeah, what are your thoughts summing up the race, and just sort of briefly?
I feel, the problem with the street circuit, like any other street circuit, there's very limited space, and everybody wants to be towards the front. It's that difficult balance between trying to give the guy next to you that space and that respect. But overall, I would say there was some cracking racing tonight, and the quali was unbelievably close, as it always is in this division. So.
Oh man, absolutely. Now, before I close the stream down, I do have to actually choose the outcome of tonight's prediction, because I've been reminded in the chat by Mr. Nosebleed himself, Part A. So I do believe that Anstan's the fastest Stanley. Is that correct? He came.
It is 100% correct.
Okay, there we go.
1,000 points on him. So.
The prediction is finished, all you guys. So there you go. Pat Tate won tonight in the Battle of the Stanleys around Singapore, but there'll be many more to come in the future. I have absolutely no doubt about that whatsoever. But that's just about it for the night, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thank you to, as I say, to Jimmy for doing the comms, and welcome to everybody new to the channel as well. Thanks to the CRL boys for following the channel, to Ron R as well, with a lot of chat as well. We appreciate that. And also thank you to everybody who recommitted to the channel as well. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow night for Division 1. We're going to round up the Singapore race week with tomorrow night's Division 1 Singapore Grand Prix. I'm really looking forward to that one. It should be a fascinating race to see who's going to come on top. Will Findian make it 2 out of 2 tomorrow night? We'll find out. Then after that, of course, we move on to the Sochi race week, starting with the Prost and Senna Realistic Simulation Leagues on Saturday night with, I believe, Perennial and I think Jason streaming on Saturday, the 2 respective divisions. And then I'll be back on Sunday night for track trials. We're going to be running some track trials, I think, on Sunday night around Sochi as well, before we head into the main part of the race week with the main tiers. But thanks for watching, everybody. My name's Bir Kebab, the Racing Guru. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Until then, take care and Godspeed.